guys. Wow! I found this lost baby carrot.
So sisters. I cannot reload and run. Okay, I think I just knifed one of them to death. Finally reload, good. There we go. We had an update right before stream. I hope that's fixed it. If that's got the mic working, you can hear mic, you can hear music. You can hear this.
1, 2.
I had to that last time.
1, 2, 3, motherfucker.
Okay, so everything's good. There was an update right before I went live. The PC had to update. I'm like, oh no. What's it gonna mess up now? Why? But I think everything's good.
Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
What? Remember to write down what you needed to change. That last one, I got all the other audio right. It was voice mod had changed that time. So, you know, it's always something different. It's always something different. And did the say what again come through? Could that be heard, Fedora? I'm asking you, 'cause you're the one that played it. And thank you for hanging out for these always technical difficulties that we seem to be having. All the technical difficulties, all the time. I'm not telling you. There, now you're getting mugged. How does it feel? Hey, how does it feel? Now you're getting mugged. What have we got? We have Metal Energy, a Lechunk, a Baba Roach, a Wiglet, a Squirrel, a Flamingo, a Bronzer, a Bear, Reverse Hollow Larvitar, Reverse Hollow Scary Sharkpedo, and a Punching Dolphin. You know, all that good stuff. Yes, it worked. Oh, thank God. So, last stream we had a power outage because my light blew. So my light's gone. So, since then, let me give you the rundown. I got a device that I was trying to adjust the audio with that did not work as advertised to me, so I'm returning it. I can only return it for store credit, so I'm going to get another light. So that will fix the lighting issue. Then, the lovely Prowler came in on the weekend, and he helped me install my monitor's arms. So they're not on stands anymore, they're on adjustable arms. Which means... You good? My whole setup's changed. I used to look over hither, facing that way to talk to you guys. Now I'm facing hither. You can't probably can't tell, but it's going to take me a minute. You'll see me look over here towards nothing. There is nothing there. Over here is where all my stuff is now. So you might notice that from time to time for a little bit. But I think it's all good. I think it should all go good. We're getting into it. Here is the game for this evening. So this is another sponsored stream. This was another key I was given. Once we get through this, I don't have any sponsored streams for a while. But I will be working on my media pack and other stuff to help get some streams and Frozen, my brains, some more sponsorships later down the line. So let's move on over to the PC. I've got no idea what I'm doing with this game, but let's be honest, I've got no idea what I'm doing 90% of the time. So, it's on par. It's on par with the rest of my life. Where are we? Now you should hear some crashing waves. It does seem a little bit loud at my end, but let me know if you can hear the crashing waves. Oh, you're stuck in here with Dad, kid. Mum's sick, she's going to bed. It's just you and me. It's just you and me and you. Okay, you want to go find Mum? There you go. Run along, kid. But how is everyone doing? I'd ask how you are, Prowler, but I saw you yesterday, so I believe you're okay. But is it too loud? Is the wet too loud? I'm going to have to put that there. Alright. We will do the mirror. Preferences, let's see if I can adjust the volume. Text speed, music volume. There we go, let's turn that down. Sound volume, there we go, that's better. I think that's okay. Now it seems to be a little bit nicer. Text speed. Auto read speed, give me auto read, that's fine. There is a... Hold on. Dun. Way. We've got a filter we have to adjust. The game is all of a sudden very bright. And I remembered why. We had the color correction on for Soma. There we go. This game looks a lot nicer now. A lot more what it's like to. I was going to say, why does it look so bright there? Soma. We needed to bump up the lighting for Soma. So let's get into it. This is 5 short stories, I believe. So let's have some psychological horror. Story 1. Oh, come on. Is there a... No, I just click. I slammed my hand hard against the wall, trying to make the sharp pain distract me. It didn't do as much, so I struck it again. Yeah, hit it twice, that'll work. Are you alright in there? So they heard me, even from downstairs. I cursed quietly and flopped down onto the bed, not dignifying her with an answer. It's hard to call me a balanced person, but today was a crash test for my nerves. First I got into a fight at college. It's not the first time, but this time it was an empty case. Stepped in for a girl. Why is your shirt mirror flipped? Have you tried... Why is your shirt mirror flipped? Have you tried buying them without them being like that? I have tried buying them. The shirt is flipped because I am flipped. I have flipped my camera, so when I say left, I can actually point the direction I want. With my... It's definitely dyslexia. There is probably some other stuff going on. I can't tell my left from right without doing that. And then if I'm on camera and they're flipped backwards, it just blows my mind. I try to find something in the room and I can't do it. The camera has to be the same as me for my own brain to work. So that's why it's flipped. So I can buy shirts that are unflipped, or shirts that are flipped, and then you'll be able to read them. But that's a little bit behind the scenes of my stupid brain doesn't work that way. It has to be left is left. I can't have left go that way on the screen. That just melts my mind. Oh, so you got a flip brain. I got a spicy brain. Spicy indeed. We beat each other and to the blood, but instead of gratitude, she only took pity on him and they got back together. Wow. But now I'm threatened with expulsion because I don't have such rich parents so I can't get away with it. Oh no. And at dinner, instead of taking my side, my father only scolded me, and my mother only agreed with him. What a bitch! I had to stop eating and go upstairs. Can you call yourself honest if the world is unfair and you play by its rules? Annoyed, that's not a word. It is a word. That says annoyed. Annoyed, I dialed the number on my of my only friend. I wanted to go for a walk with him, but even he refused me today, saying he had some business to attend to. So I got some personal business to attend to, my friend. Do you think my problems are far-fetched? Sometimes I have thought about it myself, but every time I've come to the conclusion that only person himself can determine the significance of a problem for is himself. Now this is translated back into English, so there are going to be bits that I'm going to stumble on. There's bits that it looks like it's been stumbled on when it's translated. That's fine. That works with my stupid brain. So either the game's broken or I'm broken, or both. And can I please get a shout out for the lovely Fedora, just so I can see if the shout outs are working. And when someone says, I wish I had your problems, it's nothing but showmanship and self-importance. Hold on. There's something I need. This is going to be a very reedy game. That's not a shout out to Fedora. Who did the blackout? Who was that? Yeah, I hope you guys could hear that. Let me know if you couldn't. And I've missed Prowler's message, and I cannot see it. You think annoyed is big? Just wait until you read. That's not a word. Stop playing words. And Grom, thank you for the blackout. How are you doing? I guess we don't need to know the story. I guess we don't need to know what's going on in this guy's head. We just get to watch clips for 2 minutes. And that's right. It is a glasses kind of stream. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to read. Not that I can read much anyway. And Grom, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're keeping well. Also, oh, hello Caffeine, my old friend. It means big words. How dare they make their big word, meaning big words, be a big word? Why would they do this? If Fedora, did you do it? Did you beat the Manti? Oh, you did. You beat the Mantises. Well done. Well played. Okay. There's some intense music. I don't know what's going on. This is exactly what happened in the last 2 minutes of Alien Isolation. I don't know how that game ends. Someone blacked out the screen in the final 2 minutes. I don't know how that game ends, so we're gonna have to play it again on guitar. Pokey Paul, welcome on back. I hope you've been well. It's okay. I guess you've had stuff going on, and if you have, that's fine. If you want to talk about it, I'm happy to talk about it. If not, I hope you're doing well. But welcome back. Pokey Meow. Indeed. There is a game going on behind this black screen. I can see it. I can see it over here, but I'm not looking at it. There we go. Another flight of fancy, nothing new. I walked over to the mirror and brushed off the dust off the hard surface, leaving a greasy trail. You greasy. You're so greasy. Something seemed strange, but I couldn't figure out what it was. This is a sponsored stream. Fedora, what are you doing? This is a sponsored stream. Your shirt is flipped so it fits, but it didn't fix the shirt. Now everyone's going to expect the whole screen to flip. My presents were in my parents were in the kitchen watching TV. Okay. What is it? This game is called, I'm gonna get it right, Experimentation. It's 5 short psychological horror stories. So it's just a nice story-driven narrative of a stream. So how you been? Oh, I've been great. It's not like I need to read. There is a cleffer, so now I'm doing even better. Catch yourself that cleffer. Oh, we've moved to... This is the kitchen. I hope I didn't scare you with my screaming. My parents jumped up to the... It's not sound. It's not sight. Why are we doing this? My parents jumped up, stopped and looked at me in embarrassment. Okay, it's either embarrassment or embezzlement. Screaming. Did something happen? I didn't hear anything, said Mum. Oh my god. When did you get back from college? I thought you were still in class. Would you count experimentation as a long word? Yes, I would. It has about the right number of letters and syllables. Okay, Paul. Chat's been mean to me. They're being mean again. Steve. No, you and I were talking when I got back, so my name is Steve. And I refused to eat. My parents looked at each other excitedly. My mum came over and touched my forehead. What are you doing? I have problems reading that word. Yeah, everyone has problems reading Prowler's words. My mum came over and touched my forehead. It's a little hot, but it shouldn't be feverish. Are you sure you're not sick? Why don't you lie down? I'm not sick. What's the matter with you? I'm not crazy. I was here half an hour ago telling you about college. What's that bruise? You got in a fight? Yeah, I didn't get into a fight. You know I'd better go for a walk. Oh no, I've travelled back in time. Without waiting for an answer, I stormed out of the house. I'm not crazy, am I? I distinctively remember coming back and our conversation. And could there be insanity in two parents at once? Everything outside was strange too. I prefer simple words. I do too. There's a lot of words. Everything's that strange too. As if the artificial. As if it were artificial. I looked at every little thing, but I couldn't figure out what was going on. Stop. No big words. Maybe I was sick. I stepped out into the road and felt something pulling me sharply backwards. Just then a car whizzed by in front of us. Kyle, my best and only friend. Hey, buddy. I see you had enough of life, huh? At least look around. Yeah, I kinda looked. The car was traveling in the opposite direction. Although not according to the rules, but thank you. What are you talking about? What the hell is that jewelry under your eye? Where did you get that? Okay, a black eye. Yeah, about that. Look, why are you even here? You refused to go when I asked you. You invited me? You sure you're not sick? You seem weird today. I heard it too many times lately, but I remember exactly what it was. Hi. Yeah, I got my glasses. Maybe dreamed? Come home from college tired, doze off. It happens to me, but in order to catch such glitches, of course, there has not yet been. Yeah, you're right. It's the only reasonable explanation. Yeah, my glasses. So you don't mind taking a walk? Of course I don't. I didn't have anything to do until tonight anyway. We walked around for a few hours, aimlessly hanging around the city. In the evening we went to a fast food restaurant for a burger. We had burgers last night, and they were really good. How good are those burgers, Prowler? It wasn't until I got to the menu sign that I noticed the text. It was unreadable. And welcome to my life, bud. Unreadable text? You want to go again? Then why did you shut the door when you came in? You're a crazy kid. Looking more closely, I realized the text had been flipped backwards. Oh no! I'm living this nightmare. This is horrible. This is my stream. Kyle, what the hell is this? What are you talking about? Some new burger? I don't know about it. Oh man, I already ordered. No, I mean the lettering. What did they do to them? What's wrong with them? Well, sort of. They're flipped the other way. Erherm et erotor? What is that? Steve, you're scaring me. You can't read or what? You're not taking anything. I lowered my gaze. Carl's tattoo on his left forearm. It was on his right. I had a burger for lunch. Ooh, how was the burger? Damn it, it's on a cooldown. Oh, thank God it's on a cooldown. My eyes went black. Without saying anything, I turned to leave and run out of the building. I realized what had been stressing me out all this time. As I looked around, I realized that the whole world was reflected. Cars were traveling in opposite lanes. All the lettering was upside down. Even the setting sun was hanging in the east. I felt sick and I started to vomit. Trigger warnings? Instinctively, I ran home, unable to see the road. What happened? Was the mirror real? Had I been sucked into it? It was good. I mean, McDonald's is, you know what you're gonna get. It's not awful. It's not great. It's McDonald's. When I'm on the road and I'm like in a place I haven't been before, I look out for McDonald's and KFC. And I'm like, I know what I'm gonna get. It's not great food, but it's consistent. Someone touched this. What happened? Was the mirror real? Had I been sucked into it? So what now? Am I in some kind of mirror world? If so, how do I go back? When I touched it, it was already solid. Okay, so it was like one of those matrix mirrors where it stuck to his hand. Got it. That was blacked out. I couldn't read it. I ran up to the house, but stopped short when I saw who was coming in the front door. It was me, only mirrored. What are you doing? Mirrored me was there. A copy of me walked into the house. Probably about to tell my parents how I spent the day. I can see now why the parents reacted so strangely. The panic was growing stronger by the second. What am I supposed to do now? Where do I go? They won't even let me go home. Or they'd send me to a mental institution or a prison. I had no options at all. So I went wherever I was going, trying to realize what had happened. I lost track of time when I stopped at a familiar house. Did you try out the new Mario game? No, I didn't get a chance to. There was a zombie game I wanted to try, and I spent 2 hours waiting in line for that, and that really wasn't worth the 2 hours, if I'm honest. It should have been a ticket system, because each person got 15 minutes of the game trial. It should have been a ticketed system. Come back in half an hour. Come back at 1:30. But it wasn't, and by the time I realised I'd been in that line for an hour, I'm like, well, I can't leave. I would have been here for an hour. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to play the Mario game. I did have a bit of a look at it. It looked pretty good. I had no options at all, so I went wherever I was going. Familiar house, I could have read that. What is this? May went to college with us, but she was known as a witch. She was bullied for her interest in the occult, which she took seriously. Every game without fail this year. So subconsciously, this is my last hope. I rang the doorbell. I've already pre-ordered it. Really looking forward to playing it. Ooh, so I'm guessing you're a big Pokemon guy fan? I could tell from the name. Big Mario fan. A red-headed girl looked out the window and then appeared in the threshold. Perplexity was red on her face because we didn't even say a couple of words to each other at college to each other. Steve? Is that you? What brings you here? What do you want, sweetie pie? You ready for a bottle? Yeah? Okay. Hey, Mia, I need your help right away. Are you home alone? Alone? But why would I let you in? Are you trying to pull another prank on me? A prank? What? No, I mean... I don't know what's going on with you in this reality, but I never directly hurt you. We haven't even really talked. Thank you for the happy music. We'll be right back. Enjoy these clips. I gotta go get a bottle. Ooh. Hello, hello, hello. Oh. What's all this then? Nothing. It's nothing. It's not a real door. But you are. Ooh, there's a ladder. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. That existed, that was a thing. Okay. Wow, okay, those... I mean, I kind of...
I need help. I need you to get me some more corn. I've married a child and she's having... Grind that bird tail. Damn.
Done! Yes! Okay. That didn't take as long as I was hoping. Pokemon? Opal? Opal?
Don't worry, I'll kill you quickly.
I feel your pain, Ocelot. When does he say it? He didn't say it.
Stealth camouflage.
He didn't say it.
Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again.
When his hand gets sliced off, he's supposed to go, my hand! And I was gonna be like, yeah, my hand. I can see your ass this time. Come on. There we go. Done! Look at that! And that is how you beat Psycho Mantis. Really quickly.
Colonel,
If you can see him, you can get him.
Thanks, Snake. I owe you one.
There we go. Okay. Wow. Second random trainer of the game. It's a legendary. It's not awful. Dr. Rick. Okay, Dr. Rick. Is that a nickname you instilled under yourself? I just have to ask. Seriously, why do we have so many void-colored objects? Like, look, you want Cheerios? They're in the void. You want a drink? It's in the void. You want Pringles? Void. Why is everything in the void? I need answers. Somebody help. The void is overtaking my house.
Dark Souls 3. Oh my god. Puka.
How do I throw? That's how I throw. Like a man.
Hi, kitty cat. Do you like bite? No, I do not like growl. Oh, look at his little hands. Meow. Do it again.
Fuck. Speaking of failure. Oh, what? I was on the ledge. God damn it.
Oh, it's super effective. The Mankey you screech.
323, here we go. It's a dark room. Ah, fuck you, woman! Oh my god! Oh, holy shit! No ball bow. That's what they call me. And isn't the Goofy and Pluto thing confirmed that... I mean, no, it's not confirmed. Disney would never confirm it. Isn't it, like, generally assumed by most people that Pluto and Mickey are in some sort of dom and sub-relationship? And he just wants to be degraded and, like, has one of those kinks? Or is that just the way I look at it because I'm a weirdo? It says more about me personally than anything else. Alright, we got this. We got this.
The remaining Pokemon stock is 2-1. The 10th battle continues.
Self-destruct.
What'll it do?
Flash me all you want. I don't think it's gonna lower the accuracy of self-destruct.
Self-destruct! Oh, nothing but air!
It missed! Self-destruct can miss? What?
Are down to their last Pokemon.
How can... Since when can self-destruct miss? So I was pressing the wrong button. Nidoqueen's blue normally, but then her shiny's green. Oh my god, yes! Wow. Okay, that did not take us as long as I thought it would. Holy crap. Oh shit. Oh damn, that was 27 minutes. You are a tricky wiki. Almost installed. Yes. Wouldn't it be funny if it was a Vaporeon dating sim? Look, I'd play the Colonel Sanders dating sim before I played a Vaporeon dating sim. I would play the Colonel Sanders KFC dating sim before I did a Vaporeon one. Because he is finger licking good. Two years for affiliate. Damn it. Jeff, let go of me. I said we can only be friends. Respect my wishes. Respect them. Wow, Jeff. Oh. Don't even have a face left. No, don't eat my skin bits. Look, Jeff didn't take the breakup well. He was like, if I can't have you, no one can. What? Okay. Delicious. Can I have this? I'm trying to do a puzzle. Push the buttons, you smile monster. No buttons. These are Dad's buttons. No, you're going the wrong... So what do we think of the static sound, or the static between the clips? We're just... Yeah, you Milky Moose? What do you want, sweetie? That was a nice touch. I hope you guys actually enjoyed it. We haven't even really talked. In this reality... No, this is definitely a prank. Swear if it's not. Oh my god, come on. Can't you see that I'm not in the mood for jokes? Just let me in, quickly. Alright, take it easy. Come on in. Take your shoes off. I quickly step behind her. She has a small house, but it was clean and cozy. not unlike mine. It didn't look like much of a witch's hideout. I liked it. Well, that's good. I'm glad somebody liked it. I thought as we made our way to her private room, a few skulls, some stones, books with incomprehensible text, tentacles, a spicy odor of candles hit my nostrils as soon as I entered the room. Why is it spicy? Let's bring that back. Alright, now I can at least see chat properly. This is exactly how I envisioned your place. I wouldn't be rude if I were you. You're the one who needs my help. You're the one who's desperate enough to come to me. You're right, I'm sorry. It's just been overwhelming. So, are you going to tell me what happened or not? If you're like our Maya, you should at least listen to me. Maybe even believe me. The girl sat down in a chair with a prepared cup of tea and stared at me silently. Anyway, I'll tell it like it is. Just don't freak out and try to kill me. I had the worst day of my life today. Oh, no. Come on, man. You can't be trusted with... No, I'm not letting you eat water out of a bowl with a spoon. Drink your water out of your cup. Sorry, we have a water incident. No. I'm sorry. Bowls of eating, water is for drinking. No, I'm going to take your water away from you until you're ready to drink it. Sorry. Just look over and just pouring water into a bowl. Really? But things were still within the bounds of normalcy until I touched the mirror at my house. I can't remember where I got it from anymore. Someone gave it to us a long time ago. But the point is, I never used it. So it just so happens that I touched it and got sucked inside. I know it sounds weird, but that's what happened. Then I found myself in the same world, but with a mirror image. At first I didn't understand what had happened to me. It looked like a vision. It's pretty much like us here, only mirrored. Let's say our Maya is right-handed, so you're left-handed, judging by the way you're holding your cup. So, here we go. I expected a reaction. But it was as if the girl wasn't embarrassed at all. And how's it going? How's what? Transitioning. You said you were sucked in. How did it feel when you were inside the mirror? Seriously, is that all you care about? Okay, it was cold. Scalding cold, like being dropped in a winter snowdrift and pulled inside. I tried to get free, but it clung to me and it wouldn't let go like quicksand. The more I resisted, the more I was sucked in. Interesting. You're definitely more crazy, Maya, than I. You don't need water. You're just gonna play with it.
Yeah.
If you need a drink, your Milky Moose is right there.
Yeah.
We'll drink that. Whoa. Okay. No, don't stand on the box. You're gonna fall again. Kid, get over here. No, get over here. Sit down. Sit down. Eat your tiny teddies. Okay, you want one drink. I apologize for the dad life. We do have that parent tag for a reason. You want water? There, it's gone. It's over here now. You're definitely more crazy than ours. And what, all the people here are exact replicas of people from your world? Exactly. First I talked to my parents and they were surprised I was already back from college. And then I went for a walk with Kyle. I ran away from him when I saw all the signs in the restaurant. Reflected, and when I got home I saw myself walking into the house. I just don't know where to go. Please, you have to believe me. The girl finished her drink and picked up one of the books from the floor, flipping through the pages thoroughly. I nearly read that as ruthlessly. Those were the wrong letters for ruthlessly. This mirror looked something like this. Hell yeah, that's it. I'm not sure about all the patterns, but in general shape, it's exactly the same. I need to know for sure. Alright, so be it. You know what's wrong with me? There's a mention of him here. American transport to alternate worlds. As you said, if the owner is in severe mental distress and wishes. No, you can't have the USB, man. Stop. Where's your dummy? Where's your dummy? Yeah, where? Once again, enjoy the clips of the new feature. We're getting a lot of use out of them.
See everything. How are you gonna fill that nut with ladies? No, dude. The girl's cabin. I've got a man on the inside.
I get it. You're using clairvoyance. You grabbed one of the squirrel's nuts, and now you're using clairvoyance on it to form a mental link and see what the squirrel sees.
Could you say acorns instead of nuts if you repeat that to anybody else?
Teach me how to do that.
Hey, I paid a little bit of attention in class, but not that much. What you need is an expert in clairvoyance, where I am merely an expert in the ladies.
You say acorn if you repeat that to anyone.
I believe that clip's broken. I don't think that was Dark Souls. Well, that's an old clip, and there was a mistake in it. Probably the stream had the wrong game when it... I'm not sure. That's what I was thinking. I was looking, that doesn't look like any Dark Souls I remember. The American transport to alternative worlds. As you said, if the owner is in severe mental distress. Yep. It gives him a reflection of reality where many things are reversed. I mean, it's not really happening. I haven't lost my mind. Definitely not. I believe you. So what am I supposed to do now? How do I get back? So you want to go back? What am I supposed to do here? My life here is lived by a completely different person. And all my acquaintances know... not me. No, the other me, not me. Okay. But no, not me, but the other me. But you're so dissatisfied with your life, you could start over. Run away somewhere. No, definitely not. I want my life back. I want my life back. I like my life. Maybe not always, but it's mine. A good attitude is one of the 3 components you'll need to get back. But you only have 1 day. 1 day? How's that? And then what? And then you will be stuck in our world forever. The way back will be eroded and sealed. Don't do that. No, this is all kinds of nonsense. You said it's one of the components, and the other 2. Not recommended to play if you are depressed or in a bad psychological state. It says on the Steam page. I feel I may have to skip it if... Yes, thank you, Fedora. Trigger warnings, all that. If at any point you don't feel comfortable watching, if any of this isn't for you, please do not feel bad about leaving. Go. You are your #1 priority. Take care of yourself. And can I get a mod to put a trigger warning message and potentially pin it as well? Just say trigger warning, psychological horror. And that hopefully covers everything. The second is a special potion that will ease your transition and help keep your mind and body intact. I have all the ingredients. I can make it now within an hour. And the third thing you'll need is the mirror itself. The mirror itself, and how do I get it to you? I have no idea. It'll be nightfall soon enough. Sneak into your own house, get the mirror and bring it here. Comfortable, yes, but my borderline can cause issues with various things. That's fair enough. If you know that you have to go, just go. Just take care of yourself. You are #1. Remember that. You are #1. If you need to leave, just leave. Please take care of yourselves. I have no idea. Nightfall soon, breaking in. Are you crazy? Even if I drag it out, how am I supposed to steal it? Mangle! bad, Mangle. What are you doing? I don't know. It's your house. If you don't want to go, then don't go. Then you'll stay here forever. Damn it. Alright. I'll get you the mirror. You prepare the potion. I'm not gonna stay in this world. As you wish. Don't take too long. Don't tell me as you wish. As you wish. Oh, no, of course it was Prigger. If this is Steve's routine and it's the same as mine, then he should have gone to bed by now. Just like the pseudo-parents. The pseudo-parents! I love it. Where's my message? Okay. As I approached the house, I made sure the lights were indeed off. Everywhere. The house keys. I'd forgotten to take them. I guess it wouldn't be a good idea to show up in the middle of the night. I'd have to climb in an unconventional ways. From the side of the house, I was able to reach the second floor to my window. I had practiced before when I was on house arrest as a kid and had to sneak out of my room and go for a walk. Does he mean grounded or does he mean house arrest? Because if you're under house arrest, don't sneak out. Don't do that. If you're grounded, I'm not going to stop you. So, like the professional thief, I reached the window and quietly opened it. Trying not to make any noise, I climbed inside and found myself in my room. My eyes slowly adjusted to the darkness. I looked down at the bed and almost shrieked. It was me sleeping on the bed. I was expected, of course, but the sight of it horrified me. Yeah, imagine seeing yourself. Next to the bed was the unfortunate mirror. Take it quietly and get out. But how would I get outside? Do you want to get down? Okay. How would I get it outside? In principle, it could fit through the window, but that would be very inconvenient. And how do I get downstairs of it? I didn't even think about that. If you're grounded, I ain't gonna stop you. He says right in front of me. Shh. We don't have a second story window. I tiptoed over to the mirror and put both hands around it. What are you doing? Get out of there. Now you see, don't break things. What are you doing, kid? Stop touching stuff. Or I'll ground you. I'll do it. I'll ground you. But as from previous conversation, you could just walk out and I couldn't stop you. No down. You're having a cuddle. Ready to bounce? Ready to bounce? Bounce. I tiptoed over the mirror and put both hands around it. It wasn't so heavy that it was uncomfortable to hold, and then the bed creaked. I was stunned and frozen in my place. My heart sank into my heels as I looked at the bed. My clone was sitting on it, staring at me with burning eyes. Well, you just threw your dummy. What do you want me to do about it? You just threw it. With burning eyes. Oh my god, kid, what are you doing? We stared at each other for a few seconds, shocked at what we were seeing. Then he jumped out and shouted at the whole house, pointing at me. Thief! Oh, I get it. Evetst is Steve backwards. I like Evetst. Thief! Thief! There's a thief in the house! There's a murderer! Wait, let me explain. But it was too late. Evil clone lunged at me, and just in time to put the mirror... I was just in time to put the mirror away when he came at me and started hitting me. I can help with that, please don't.
Bye.
Why? Why? Now I'm in the mirror world.
Bye.
You're saying goodbye, but you're not going to sleep. I tried to defend myself, but the clone was... I don't know, the clone was something. You're tired. You need to go to sleep. You're having a cuddle. Now Steve's name will be right, but what about the other Steve? I tried to defend myself, but the clone was something stronger? Even stronger than me. That doesn't say even, but clearly. The clone was clearly stronger than me. Even with... No! No, Mum's gone to sleep. You can't go anywhere. You're stuck in here with me. Shh. Even with some... something or others. I can't read these words. Supernatural clone strength. I mean, if you punch yourself and it hurts, are you strong or are you weak? Apparently this guy is both. What? A couple. Oh, that's a couple. Okay. A couple of blows knocked me knocked the breath out of my chest. Out of my chest. Okay, because this probably translated. Then I fell off to the other side of the room. Oh my god. Steve, is this Steve or is this Evs? Wait, I'm not a thief. I can explain everything. I'm you. But the enraged clone didn't even listen to me. He lifted me up into the air and started slamming me against the cupboard. Is he out of his mind? How strong is this guy? Adrenaline rushed me. I kicked him in the jaw with a powerful knee strike. He jerked back in surprise, and then I punched him again, sending him crashing to the floor. There wasn't much time to act. I rushed towards the mirror, but at the last moment, the clone lying there tripped me, and I flew straight into the mirror at full speed. Oh no, you're actually doing alright reading backwards, because you're paying close attention to the words. It takes me a while. Oh no, something broke. There was a sharp, rattling sound. The mirror shattered into pieces, and with it, my last component. My last chance to come back. Shit, it's gone. I jumped to my feet and I pushed the bewhittled clone aside. Almost jumped out the window. I don't know how I got to the ground without breaking a bone or two, but my feet were carrying me down the street. Back to Maya. Where else am I supposed to go? I don't have a choice. She can think of something. No, she has to think of something. I ran without stopping until I was on her doorstep. The door was unlocked. Maya, are you there? Everything's bad. Everything's bad! Reacting to the screams, the girl came downstairs. Steve, you're back in a hurry. Where's the mirror? I'm telling you, everything's bad. The mirror's gone. It's broken. How did it break? That's just it. Just like that. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know. I told you it was necessary. Alright, well, think. Is there another mirror just like it? There's more than one, right? Even if there is, time's running out. It's going to be impossible to find him. Wait, do you hear that? There was a voice outside. There were voices outside. They were getting closer. I can hear it. The voice. It sounds familiar. I looked outside. I was stunned when I saw Mum, Dad, Kyle, and me? They all walked together in my direction, as if zombified, repeating over and over, Leave our world. Leave our world. Be gone. This isn't horrifying at all. I didn't need that noise. Gradually, the other people began to join them, coming out of their homes and joining in the percussion. I slammed the door shut and bolted it. But why did you throw it, goof? You lose it. It's up here where I know where it is. I don't understand. It's like they're zombies. How are they supposed to beat me? Leave our world. I may have an idea, but it's definitely not normal. They have already reached the house and began to bang on the door. Upstairs now, my room. Yeah, but what's next? My heart was beating like crazy. What are they gonna do to me? I got stuck on the word what. Torture me? Kill me? Burn me? Drink your milk. The option that they would just help me get back somehow didn't occur to me. We went up to the witch's room and locked it too. It won't buy us much time. Is there somewhere to hide? I doubt it. I doubt it, but I'm in no danger, so you're the only one that needs to hide. I started pacing around the room, looking for any clues. The far side of the room was hidden by a curtain. Hidden by a curtain. When I opened it, I saw the same mirror. It's been here this whole time. What? Your water. Pokeball. There is no car, sweetie. The mirror. It's been here this whole time. Maya, what is this? Do you have it too? Oh, what? Are you talking of? Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, holy Satan! What is it? I don't have it. It was just junk, nothing else. And this is just like it in the book. People had already broken down the door to their house. They were starting to go upstairs. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Don't you start. Okay. Whatever. It's the same mirror, right? Can we do this ritual of yours with it? Translation, in theory, yes. I don't know who put it there, but it could work. It's the only option we have. Are you sure you want to go back? Be gone, be gone. What the do you think? I'm about to be torn apart in here. I'd give anything to go back to my life. Yay, go baby. Alright then, drink this. She gave me a bitter potion. I drank it completely in a gulp. Well done. Now you have to focus on how much you want to come back and go ahead and touch it. They've already started breaking the door down. The poor latch won't last much longer. I tried to focus all my thoughts. Yeah, go baby. Tried to focus all my thoughts on the possible consequences that would befall me if I delayed even a moment. But on my past life, how insignificant those problems seem to me now. When I reached full zen, I touched the mirror and nothing happened. Baby can read better than me. Baby's great. My fingers hit the hard cold surface inside the mirror. A frightened, desperate young man stared back at me. It's not working. It's not working, Maya. The girl stared at me. She couldn't say anything, sharing my despair, but unable to help. Maya, please, I don't want to die, I want to live. Hacks. Yeah, she's got the hacks to life. And then I felt the surface begin to change. My fingers dripped inside, feeling a familiar chill. There was a ripple all over the mirror. Okay, so it's like a matrix mirror. Good. At that moment, the door to the room was kicked open. A crowd of people piled in with burning eyes, pointing fingers at me. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Maya got in their way, trying to hold them back, but they just pushed her aside with numerous hands. Ooh, hand drew. All those hands were reaching for me. I hope she'll be okay, but I have to go home. Maya, when you get into your world, find me! She shouted. One last time as I ducked into the mirror. It would have taken a few seconds for the reaching hands to catch up with me. What would happen then? Best not check. This time I didn't hold my breath or close my eyes. But there was still darkness all around. Had something gone wrong? Maybe I'm not in my world, but somewhere else. Hell? Space? Space! Why is it so dark in here? Gradually, my eyes adjusted, and I could make out the outline of the room. I'm in my house. It was nighttime, so I couldn't see anything. The mirror was in its original place, as if nothing had happened. Shh. I decided not to push my luck, and I didn't touch it again. I had to make sure everything was in place. I switched on the light and opened the first book I could find. All the words were in the right order, from left to right. I did it. I'm back. Stop trying to take your top off. Stop it. I'm back. Hell, tomorrow I'll go thank Maya in this world. I don't know how, but we did it. There is a pine cone in check. Get yourself a pine cone. Unable to contain my emotions, I ran downstairs. I heard a faint sound in the cabinet next to the kitchen. It was strange. Usually everyone was asleep at this time. Oh no, what have you spied upon? Inside, I found my mum sitting there in the semi-darkness at the table. Without going into question, I walked over and hugged her. Hey honey, what's wrong? Is everything okay? You're the one sitting in the dark, you tell me. It's fine, Mum, everything's fine now. I'm sorry I acted like that today. In fact, sometimes I act like, an asshole. Mum grinned and stroked my head. Why else would you have kids? It's okay if you can draw the right conclusion from it. This is the most important thing. Would you like some herbal tea? Would you like some herbal tea? I love herb. Who is herb? Herbal tea? Yeah, I think I need to calm my nerves. I sat down at the table, and Mum went to pour a cup of tea. When she turned sideways, her earring on her left side glinted in the dim light. Do you want 2 spoonfuls of sugar or 3? For me, the usual. Got it. But I drank tea without sugar. She must have known that. She had to. Mum, why did you move the earrings? Oh no. What do you mean, darling? Well, you usually wear it on the right ear. Oh no, I got chills. She stopped and put the cup down. Her grin showed in the dim light of the lamp. I felt uneasy. I threw a glance in the direction of the exit. My father was standing there, latching the door. What's going on? I don't understand. You didn't think you could escape so easily. I screamed as loud as I could. She held out her hand, which began to lengthen in size until they closed around my throat. The end. That's it? You can't do that to people. That's not okay. What was that? That was horrific. These are not English. Oh, hold on. Hold on, sweetie. Can I have my hand? I need control of my hand. Can you stop trying to control my hand? Oh, great. Now it's snowing. Okay, so that's English. What? Can you stop trying to move my hand? I'm trying to click on things. Story 1, the mirror. Hold on. Escape. Save history. Quit. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes, that'll force close the game. And thank you for the snow. It's snowing outside. For some reason, it went from English to not English, back to English for certain bits. But this is good. I like this. I watch a channel on YouTube that tells spooky stories, and they very frequently end on a cliffhanger and unsatisfying endings. The host frequently decides that they need more and even asks the audience to give them some satisfactory endings. Okay, so this will be the second. Story 2, card. Oh no. Okay, so that was the first story. That was good. I liked that. I think we've got 4 or 5 short stories. But this is a lot of fun. It's a nice, calm stream. I'm not playing anything. I'm just clicking a button. Thank goodness for that. There's no puzzles I have to do to defeat eldritch gods. There's no guitars I have to play to outrun alien robots. It's just peaceful. Let's get into it. Money rules the world no matter what anyone says. It's true, as long as capitalism thrives, money can buy anything. What would the skeptics say to that? I was looking at the wrong screen, sorry. That's what I mean. I'm used to looking at that screen. I gotta relearn this one. So I was originally looking at this side, and then I swapped them. Now I swapped them back. Contacts. If you have the money and a bit of brains, you can get contacts in any sphere. Position, status, hell, please. Love. As soon as you have the money, everyone will immediately start loving you. Will it be genuine? Who cares? If you believe in it, then it's sincere. And those who say this happiness is not in money are either so desperate that they're trying to justify themselves, or they already have so much that there is enough for their own lives and the lives of their children. I need a hand. In any case, it's better to be sad in an endless resort, surrounded by beauties than in the hooray! The grey everyday world in this one room rented flat in the conveyor belt of endless work for food and minimal needs. You work for food and your food for work. This is something I often argue about with my friends, but everyone stays with their own opinion. That's what I thought as I finished the instant noodles on my break at work. Remember, kids, don't cry at home. Cry when you get to work. Get paid for your misery. Michael, where the hell have you been? It's time to work. Forms don't fill themselves out. I mean, ChatGPT. You can have forms fill themselves out. Actually, I'm a few minutes overdue. I work a regular advertising company in an office. It's not the worst job. The monotony makes me think. Now and then, my stomach aches from the spicy, unhealthy food that has become my usual snack. Can you sit still, kid? I'm going to take that as a no, because you tried to flop down immediately. It's not the worst job. Mediocre. Yep. The working day ended unchanged, but how could it be otherwise? But I didn't know then how much my life would change. If only I knew then what I knew now. I stayed a little longer to finish up all the extra reports. They had decided to hang on me. This was my way out of the building by myself, and I missed my bus. Either walk home or wait for another bus. I decided to sit and dream. I'm a dreamer by nature. What else can you do if reality is grey and monotonous? No matter who says so. I smoke a cigarette and walk back and forth at the bus stop. As I walk over, I throw away my cigarette. My attention was caught by a small silvery object on the ground that flew with the flow of wind to the trash can. Flew with the flow of wind. Try saying that 5 times fast. Okay, what the hell is that? Looks like a credit card. I looked around and picked it up. It's just a sample credit card. Somebody lost it. That's just a simple credit card. Somebody lost it, I guess. It looks strange, but no owner's name on the back. No expiry date. Okay, I can keep it. Credit card fraud. The story. Don't do credit card fraud, kids. There aren't any other people here anyway, and if the owner somehow showed up, I can return the missing item. I put it in my wallet and forgot about it for the day. A few days later, the weekend came. My friends and I were going to the cinema to see the new Blockbuster. I love new Blockbuster! On sale was an exclusive figurine of one of the villains from the film, which Rachel, my friend, immediately wanted. I would have been happy to buy it, but I didn't have that much money, and I opened my wallet and I started counting, hoping to please the girl, and I came across the strange card. Tax evasion is okay though. Turnip Boy's about to rob a bank. We're getting a second Turnip Boy game, and it's Turnip Boy robs a bank. He's gone from tax evasion to theft. Turnip Boy is going to be in for some fun. What's that? You got a part-time job? No, it's not. I just found it on the street and I thought I'd take it. What if there's money in it? Did you check? No, and why would I want to? In case the owner shows up? He hasn't shown up yet, it's yours. Whoever found it can keep it. This is a horrible society. No, finders keepers does not work with credit cards. Let's say. What are you suggesting? Why don't you try and pay for that figurine? Please? Whatever, let me try. It's not going to work though. Why not? We warned the seller the payment would probably have to be cancelled. But to my amazement, the payment went smoothly. It didn't even need a PIN code. The delighted cashier gave me the figure and I handed it to Rachel. Wow, thank you. I told you so. Yeah, I'll admit, I wasn't expecting it myself. How much money is there? I spent the rest of the day thinking about this card at home. I tried to find information on the internet, but in vain. There was exactly nothing useful about the untitled cards, or none at all for the sake of interest. I made a few purchases. I ordered a gorgeous pizza, and sushi to be delivered to my house to be delivered. Paid the utilities and the rent for the flat. Brought new computer games, a gaming console, a TV set on half a wall. TV set on half wall. Okay, that might be poorly translated. Payments went through one after the other, as if there was no transaction limits, and the balance did not run out. What is it? Whose card could this be? It's got to be the kind. If it's got that kind of money on it, it's got to be some rich guy, businessman, maybe the mafia. Won't they come for me someday? But such thoughts couldn't stop me from finally buying whatever I wanted. How far would I be able to go? One day I discovered a new app on my phone. Where did it come from? I didn't download anything like that. The logo had a circle and two crossed sticks inside a white background. Basically, a cross inside a circle. Turns out it was an app for my card. Apart from the account number, there was no information about the bank, no matter how hard I looked. Eventually I got tired and decided that the app somehow appeared on its own when I put the card to my phone. Some kind of high-tech technology. Isn't the tech in high-tech technology? Does that sentence read some kind of high technology? Or am I misunderstanding that? Who knows? I wasn't greedy, but I didn't Hi! It's a duck! Quack quack! I wasn't greedy, but I didn't shine my card left and right either. I made a lot of gifts for Rachel and my friends. Finally, I had to tell them about it. About this probably app, because the other option would have looked even more ridiculous. After I completely furnished my rented flat, I decided that it is possible to buy my own flat. Would I have enough money? I have never tried with such a large sum of money before. And Epic, how are you doing? I hope you've been having a fantastic day. We're doing 5 psychological horror stories. There is a trigger warning. Things can get crazy. So, you've been warned. As far as I know, there must be some kind of bank account with an ordinary cards designed for such large sums. What was my surprise? High-tech technology. Would be fine if you would say low technology, meaning low-tech technology works. Does it? It just doesn't sound right. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I probably am wrong. I'm saying, why is it not moving? I'm clicking on the wrong screen. When I managed to make the payment, and soon I was moving into my own flat, I hired some movers, moved all the furniture I had bought. No more fast food. I ate only at the best restaurants in the city, each time sampling the best dishes from the chefs from different establishments. What a paradise life seemed to be to me at that moment. At first, you say low technology when seeing something like an old calculator? I wouldn't say low technology, I'd say old tech. Possible. I mean, I can see where people would say it, but it's not in my vocabulary. At first I still went to work, but then it was no longer necessary. I transferred a substantial amount of money into my main card for safety, which would allow me to live the rest of my life in any case. And there is a magnet in chat. Catch yourself a magnet. After a week of abstinence, I turned up to my workplace. My boss glared at me angrily and slammed his fist on the desk. There he is. He is here. I don't even want to hear your excuses. I'm not going to make excuses, to be honest. I didn't even intend to come here. What? Are you out of your mind? Get out! You're fired! I don't think so. I think you should tone it down when you talk to the owner of the company. Pfft, nonsense. Get out of here before I call security. I'll give you a recommendation so good you'll be sweeping up rubbish for the rest of your life. And anyone won't even hire you. I think there might be a slight different definition where tech applies for specific objects while technology is more overall generalization. This is based on nothing though. I love facts based on nothing. Yeah, let's call security. Security, would you please escort this man out? He doesn't work here anymore. 2 men came in to the surprise of my former boss. They walked past me to Clark. The Clark was taken from both... Clark. His name is Clark, so not the Clark. Clark was taken from both sides and roughly dragged out of the office. No, I don't understand. You're making a mistake. What's going on here? Ah, yes, the sweet feeling of superiority over the lowlife. For all the years he bullied me, this performance alone was worth it. I brought the whole company just to see the look on his face when they kicked him out. That's pretty much the end of my plan. More educated guess, in fact, I'm calling it a fact. But why stop? Abandon the company? Or sell it to the first person who wants it? I can do it myself. I've worked in this advertiser company for over 10 years, and I understand its internal processes quite well. In a matter of weeks I removed all the bosses I didn't like and put new employees. I doubled the salaries of a few people in charge and gave a place to my friend Sean, who had just expressed a desire for a job.
Yeah.
You want your water?
Yeah.
Now it's pretty much a completely passive business, where all I have to do is read and listen to the reports and occasionally direct the general course. Now, in addition to the card, with an incomprehensibly huge amount of money on it, there is also a business bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Separately, I have secured good amounts of bank deposits and stocks, as well as investments in precious metals and cryptocurrency. Oh no, not crypto. He's waiting for the crash. After arranging all my affairs, I went on vacation to Bali with Rachel. We started seeing each other. I tried not to think about whether or not it depended on my exorbitant spending on her. Basically, we had connected with her quite warmly before, so we had connected with her. I had connected with her quite warmly before, so I didn't see anything impossible in our relationship. We lay on the beach, sun lounged after a professional massage, and sipped mojitos through a tube. Not a straw, a tube. What is the dimensional difference between straw and tube? Because a tube sounds big. I don't know who to thank for this, but I feel like I'm in heaven. I hope it's not a wish I made to a genie in my head and then have to pay a price. I hope so. You're very lucky. Yeah, I guess. What's wrong? I thought you're happy. I'm just wondering what to do next. What do you mean? Have fun, relaxing, making the best of your life. What you're already doing. That's obvious, but that's not really my point. I'm back, Poke Guy Paul. Welcome back. It's cool and all. All the fun can get boring. And then what? I don't understand you. You're the one who's always talking about money ruling the world. And now that you have it, you're still not happy? Don't get me wrong, I have everything I would aspire with my views and lifestyle. That is, now the goal is gone. You understand? I think I understand. No, I don't. There's so many countries in the world, so many delicious foods, entertainment, so much. You can travel every day and learn something new. Can I fix your sleeve? You know I'm not a big fan of traveling. You have all the money in the world, and traveling's your problem. Then find a purpose. That's all. What's the problem? But it wasn't as easy as she said. I started hanging out in bars more and more often, addicted to illegal substances, which made me think better. Cleaning up is done. Nice. Glad cleaning. Oh, I've got a Maxibon. One of the waffle ones. I've got one in the freezer. Thank you for reminding me. I know what I'm doing after stream. Quick Google search suggested that straws are a type of tube specifically used for drinking. Okay, so that's just a translation dealio. It was an emotion. Never seen before in me, but it was now in luxury. One day when I was coming home from the bar, I was attacked by 2 masked men. Beaten up pretty badly, they broke a couple of ribs. Why didn't I think of that before? Luckily, I was smart enough not to bring my magic card with me. The thugs only took my personal card where I used to transfer some money. Did someone I know put them up to it? Was it Clerk? Although I didn't tell anyone else about the magic card, given my expensive shopping, someone could have found out. Or maybe it was a business competitors. But oddly enough, they only took the card, so it must be the card. Oh, cookies and cream, that sounds so good. After that incident, I hired 2 bodyguards. There were no repeat attacks. I tried to join a gym and learn martial arts, but the classes were so hard on me due to all the smoking and drinking. I quickly abandoned the idea. I mean, you could just quit smoking and drinking. I'm just gonna say. I have enough bodyguards. Soon there was a terrorist attack in the city. A group of terrorists in a large consignment of weapons infiltrated our company and demanded that the owner personally transfer several figure sum to them. I had to comply with their demands, but they still opened fire. Several people were killed and many were wounded. This has taken a horrific turn. Then in the security footage, in 2 of them, I recognized the same masked men who attacked me that night. So it was my money that they used to buy the guns. I had to increase security. Although throughout the entire facility, I had never felt so depressed in my memory. As Rachel advised, I tried to put some purpose to the occasion. I was not interested in politics. I played all the video games I was interested in. In online games, I immediately bought donate privileges and was quickly bored with them. Try playing Dark Souls. You're not going to get bored with that. I decided to try my hand at art. I painted a few pictures, but I didn't like them so much that I didn't even show them to anyone. I tried to write a book, though I've always had a wild imagination. I had a hard time building a coherent concept. My mind was always scattered, and I had trouble with the ending at all. But finally the book was finished, but I didn't get any satisfaction either from the process. Just shut down. From the process to the result. Friends viewed the piece favorably, but sales depended directly on my investment in marketing. Is it really possible to write anything that will be bought? And what's the point? I wanted to throw myself against the wall out of boredom and idleness, being idle for too long. When my friends invited me to private parties to celebrate a holiday, I accepted without question. It was at my friend Sean's country mansion. In part, he was able to afford it because of my generous contribution. When I got there, everyone was already assembled. We toasted to health, success, and prosperity. Michael, are you okay? What's up, man? You look worse than you did when you worked 8 hours. How's it going with Rachel? You haven't asked her to marry you yet. Where was that last place you were? Hey, I'm still here. Yeah, we're fine. Leave Michael alone, please. No, I'm fine. I just can't find motivation lately. New emotions, you know? Oh, come on, you have everything you could ever want. That's the thing, where do I even go from here? I don't know, become mayor? Mayor! President, buy yourself an island, build a castle, live there? If you're so lucky, make the most of it. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't mind buying a castle. It'd be expensive to run, but it'd be cool to say. The doorbell rang. Are we waiting for someone? I don't think so. I'm gonna see who it is. Maybe it's best not to. Let them ring. But Sean was already on his way to open the door. We continued drinking. Soon there was raised voices, and then a gunshot rang out. Rachel shrieked. 2 masked men entered the living room. The same ones I'd encountered before. One was holding a gun. Gentlemen, the banquet is over. Please, there's no need to kill anyone. That's up to you. One of us was unlucky. And you don't have to call your bodyguards. We killed them too. I swallowed nervously. The prospect of death didn't scare me as much as it should have, but I wasn't in any hurry to face it. Take it easy. I guess I'm the only one you want. You can let them go. Oh no, they're staying. Since you already know where we're going with this, let's not make a play. What exactly do you want? Isn't money enough for you? I've already sent you a huge amount of money. But we know you have more. Give us the card we need, and you can all leave in peace. That's impossible. I don't have it with me. You know it's just stupid to carry it around with you. Prove it. Show me your pockets. Everything you got on you. If you're telling the truth, we'll go for a ride and you can get it. That's not gonna happen. That kind of money in the wrong hands could start wars, destroy everything around it. As much as I don't care about the people around me, I can't let that happen. Rachel, Michael, please give them what they ask for. In that case, it's gonna end badly for you. 1 minute for you to think about it, and then we'll kill someone else. At that moment, the attention of both bandits was on me. Nick snatched the burning poker from the fireplace before anyone could react, sunk it into the chest of the unarmed bandit. Oh, Nick, why would you go for the unarmed bandit? You fool! Go for the one with the gun, Nick! Oh, now Nick's gonna get shot. His partner shot the guy several times in the chest. Nick fell to the floor. I had to act now. See, Nick, if you just thought about it, you would have been fine. I lunged for the man, slamming into him and pushing him back against the wall. The gun fell out of his hands. He quickly grabbed me and jammed my arm, but I kicked him in time to send the weapon to Rachel. The man grabbed me by the neck as the girl took him at gunpoint. Pokeball, let me know what the waffle ones are. I will. Stop right there. Get away from him. Take your time, baby. I won't. I bet you don't even know how to shoot. Rachel took a shot in the air above his head. Another question? Get out of here, or the next one's gonna hit you in the skull. The bandit let go of me and put his hands in the air. Alright, it's not worth it. Just let me go, that's all. Oh, damn you. You didn't have to do it so dirty. Ben, I don't understand. You asked me to do this. You hired us. You dedicated the terms. We did what you said. What? Rachel? What is he talking about? What is this? You shouldn't have said that, man. You better do your job clean. A gunshot rang out in the dead thug slammed to the floor. The muzzle of the gun was now pointed at me. Oh no, not at me. I'm me. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. Stop right there. You committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? You look like my cousins. What a defense! I've never heard such a defense in my life. I don't understand. Why are you doing this to me? I gave you everything you wanted. Any amount, any wish, just ask. I'm sorry, Michael, but that's too much power. Asking for handouts, always feeling indebted when you can give those handouts yourself. I want more than anything in the world to feel what it's like to be you. And there is a venom mat. Catch yourself a venom mat. But no, when you had a tool like that in your hands, you can literally be a god on Earth. And what did you spend it all on? wealth, luxury, whores, booze, travel. Do you realize that a normal person can afford to do this, and you think you're miserable? Well, I'll be happy with these opportunities. Rachel wants to buy whores? Okay. Wait, Rachel, listen. I thought that once too, and there's nothing I can do to change your mind until you get it. Then, after a while, maybe you'll realize that it's not absolute happiness, but it's a tool to absolute happiness. Your words, yours. So if you want to prove something to me, just give me the card and be done with it. Alright, you want it? You can get it. It's in my safe at home. If you kill me, you won't get the code. Then let's go for a drive. You sure you want to do this? Shut up and go. Why, Rachel? Oh no, I thought she was happy. At that moment, a bloodied Nick stood up behind her. He'd been wounded several times, but he was still alive. When she turned around, the sound, he hit her in the face with the poker. Leaving a bloody cut, she pointed the gun at her friend in a frenzy. But I grabbed her from behind by the neck and began to choke her. Oh no! As always, show my age making song references. Back in my day. Mine internet. Tink, how you doing? Burke, will you play Pokemon Too Many Types? Pokemon Fusion? Is that what you mean by Pokemon Too Many Types? I began to choke her. As hard as I could, a few shots went off. Rachel tried to reach me, but was relentless. I held her until her death rattle died down and her body collapsed in my arms. I released her and she slumped to the floor. Oh no! Oh my! Nope, Realm of Emerald that adds types and moves. Oh no! Oh no! Possibly after I do my extensive Nuzlocke, which will be coming up after October is finished. My whole body was shaking. Nick was lying next to me. Nick, I lowered myself to him. He was still breathing. Dude, don't die, I'll get help. Too late. Don't blame yourself, Michael. It's okay. Tears came to my eyes. I didn't know what to do. Nick let out his last breath. I just sat there, staring, unable to deal with everything that had happened. Oh, hold on. I think I've missed a chat. Give me a second. I think it was Alpha Red. Oh no, Alpha Rad. Made the hack. I actually did see the YouTube thumbnail for that. I think it was Alpha Rad. If you want to know, they added a these nuts type. Of course, he added a furry type, didn't he? Yes, I have seen the thumbnail for that. That does look interesting. All because of my wealth. That damn card. I jumped up in a frenzy and rushed to the exit. Sean's body was lying by the door, his head shot through. On the streets outside the door lay my two bodyguards. I stripped off some of my bloody clothes and ran further away. I ordered a cab straight home. After leaving $1 million tip for the cabbie, I ran to the house and pulled back the painting, opened the safe behind it, and there it was. I grabbed the damn card and ran into the kitchen. I took a pair of scissors and started cutting it up into 2, 5, 10, 100 pieces. Threw it all in the sink and flushed it. It's all over. Now the horror was over. I was relieved. I tied some sheets together and made a rope with a noose. I threw over the chandelier from one of his chairs. He put his head through the noose. Now everything would be alright. The chair fell to the floor and his eyes glazed with whiteness. Oh my god. At least we got a conclusion that time. But oh my god, was it worth it? At what cost? Wow, this is great. I still can't believe he used Master Ball and the Legendary and released it. I mean, it's better than using it on a Caterpie. The world goes from having CD-ROMs to having see these butts. Nah, I'd rather see these butts. I'm gonna be honest, Puka. Let me see these butts. Alright, so now we're gonna play Game Dev. These have been great. You died indeed. After rewriting the last paragraph, I exhaled and leaned back. Already almost everything was ready for the full release of the game. No, the story had been written a long time ago. It was actually the first thing that had been done in the game. Right now I was only polishing the individual parts that seemed to be out of place. Everything else was ready. For some reason I thought this was a Pokemon dating game. Oh my! Not speaking of Pokemon dating games, speaking of ironing out the creases in games, I've been playing Baldur's Gate. I've got 3 save files going. So I had my main game, which was the original one. I'm doing the Dark Urge, and I've got my second playthrough ready to go. Those two had I was able to get the unlimited party mod working. So those two were fine. I couldn't get it working on my main save. Until today. Just randomly today, I'm like, you know what, let's just try it again. Let's just get rid of a party member and then try and recruit everyone back in. And it worked. So now my main game, in Act 3, I have an unlimited party. I'm like, yes! Let's do it! Let's get all the stories that we can, and then the next 2 games are going to be something else. So, that's just a little something exciting. Exactly! The hand movements! Exactly! I have 69 points. Nice! Right now I was pulling the individual parts out. I've seen that. All the background, the characters, the Dawn music licenses. I have purchased the Dawn music licenses. I have. Let's go back. All the backgrounds and characters are drawn. The music licenses have been purchased. Code has been written, translated into several languages. Have been made promotion materials available on the website. Monkeys! The website has been made, beta tested, and I have played around trying to find the bugs. Everybody loves bugs. And now I could practically enjoy the fruits of my own labor over several years. I am an indie game developer, and I have decided to start with the easiest genre and technically release a virtual novel. Oh no, this is an autobiography game. Since I was essentially working alone, I had to do a tremendous amount of work, and I didn't want to make a debut game too simple, so I searched for the best artists and selected the best music I could afford. Burke with the glasses. I'm just trying to read. I'm just trying to see. I'm literally just trying to see. That's all I'm doing. Sorry, my lack of sight scares you. My income quite modest. I had to get into loans to finish what I'd planned. Lots of twists and turns, options and non-linear stories, multiple endings and its own unique chips that I hadn't seen any game before. All of this was fit quite successfully into one story, and you had to go through many times to explore everything. Get better sight, simple. I mean, this is better sight. Or do you want me to spend $10,000 on laser eye surgery? And no, that does not give me laser eyes. Why would I spend $10,000 on laser eye surgery if I'm not even getting laser eyes? Give me laser eyes. That's what I want. I focused intensely on what would be interesting in playing myself, and I think it turned out quite well. That's a scam. I'm not sure if it's 10,000. I just picked a number, but I know hair treatment is 10,000. That's why I'm bald. Now only the finishing touches were left, and the game could be posted to the worldwide store. Friends were eagerly awaiting the game's release, and offered to celebrate the release with a pizzeria simulator. The job was pretty much done, and in high spirits by late afternoon, I was sitting around with friends, eating a margarita with a side of cheese. How did you even get the idea to create something like this? You've heard of LeChonk, now get ready for LeRon. Oh no, not LeRon. My best friend, part of the beta tester, was devouring a pineapple pizza that only she could eat. Only she could eat because nobody else likes pineapple on their pizza, or only she could eat because it had a gluten base? I don't know. You know that very well. It's a way of expressing myself With my background in video
Pizza
games,
time.
pizza time! I like to have tried to create something of my own. Not for any kind of wealth, but more for myself, you know? I realize you have too much free time on your hands. There's a pineapple on a pizza. Is that bad? No, I guess not. Are you sure they'll approve it? Why shouldn't they? They've been sitting on this lot for over a decade. There's a lot of garbage that's been added. All kinds of garbage. It's not like we wanted to do something like this, even start with something like this, but immediately try to make a product that's a little bit higher. Although it's not a AAA project. And if it was created by one person, but against the background of many indie novelists, I can't see. And now I've got laser eyes. That is laser eyes. I think it should turn out pretty good. You played it yourself. Why such questions? Of course I liked it. I'm just not aware that the numerous of this store. Okay, what would you like? Your Milky Milk.
Pocket sand.
It's finished. Do you want another one? Do you want me to go get you another one? Yeah? Alright. Enjoy your pocket sand. I will be back momentarily. I have to go feed a child. Someone redeem Blackout fast. Don't do it too fast. They've already done that tonight. Save your points. Save your points. I'm walking away. Please stand by. Two twigs stick together, they'll have a better chance of holding out against the current. What? Why are we talking about sticks? A true stream of conscious thought. Not this one. This is not a true stream of conscious thought. Brain is brrr. Sponsor from Square Enix and got a early copy. Oh, got a like a free copy so they could play review it. Wow. What the hell was that? And so yeah, I've spent most of my day at missed. Okay. Okay. RNG looking up. So I'm out of mana. Now you hit me with the meteor. Okay, as soon as he casts meteor, I'm dead. What? No! No! Oh my god. Really? Nah, that ain't it, Chief. I don't believe it. Oh no. Oh, I didn't believe it.
Boy. Hey. Talking to you. Gyarados.
Me. Oh crap. Okay. That is a good sign. I will fight back run Pokemon. Oh, it came back. Whew. It came back. That's fine. I can see what I'm doing now. Oh, 10 HP. That could have been bad. Oh, we got a runner. We've got a runner. Nope. Come on, up we get. Oh, don't stand in the middle here. Somebody's going to an edge. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, we got that. So someone in the poll was right. You, my friend, are correct. We can get it tonight. Oh my God. Yeah, let's see GG's in chat for that. Watching your VOD of Only Up before has been doing only up on a steering wheel. So, just think about that. When you think about the things you want me to do, just remember that's not one of them. I won't do it. How you two are conspiring and terrified. Okay, you need to stop being alive. Oh, more sturdy. What is it with these guys and having stealth? Chica, now is not the time. Now is not the time, Chica. Look what you've done. You've scared Chad. In this birthday party, these animal children have gone to the zoo. But there's animals in the zoo. Is the zoo full of other people in this world? Are some animals not as advanced as others and they're putting them on display? I saw it and I was confused and I had to just ask, what is going on in this picture? Explanations. Please, somebody explain it. Was that Lady of the Night? No, but I really thought it was. I'm like, what kind of kids game is this? Oh, you're losing consciousness? What could be the fate of Burke and his friend? What? Well, I guess that's what you get for following a hooker into a hotel. Burke Time Gaming. It'll teach you something. I won't, but chat will. Oh, look at math. I hate math. Math was my least favourite subject in school. And this is why. Look what it's done to me. Look what math did to the cat. Math. Not even once.
Yep.
Someone peed on me. No one peed on me. Don't listen to their lies. It's lies and slander. All of it. So what were we saying? They gave it a smash type. Why would they give it a smash type? I mean, I get it, but why would they? Hold on, that's minimized. Game, alright, we're back. As we were talking about crazy redeems, within the first 5 minutes of the first story, didn't they give Lock Bunny the furry type? Yeah, someone flipped it within the first 5 minutes, and the story was about someone going into a reversed world. So that was fun. Of course I liked it, but I'm just not aware of the blur to this story. Myself, I would give Vaporeon a... You would! Damn it, Puka. I made the game as a... Sorry, my glasses are stuck. As a something for different ages as possible. There is even a maximum of averages. They gave Vaporeon the meme moves. That makes even more sense. Everything is written in simple and clear language. Even children will understand. Children! Do you want your Milky Moves now?
Yeah.
You said you didn't want it. You lied to me. I wish I could read it. Well, now we gotta wait. But you got numbers in friends. Come here, we've gotta wait. Shh. Come here. Come here. We gotta wait a second. I'll put an age limit on it. I'm sure it'll have forced settings. Oh, don't bother him, Jesse. It's gonna be fine. Alright, please stand by for the last and hopefully final time. Yeah, get the idiot to spell something. That is not okay. It's Moltres from Wish. That is wish.com Moltres right there. Yes. We have Moltres. We have Moltres at home. Moltres at home. It hurts. It hurts to look at this firebird. Don't use agility on me. Get out of here. You're not okay. You need help. Oh, we got a runner. We've got a runner. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Don't bother him, Jess. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, Jess, get off my case. What kind of friend are you? Okay, I'm getting a little chilly myself. I'll put it on the store tomorrow, and in a month we can schedule a release. Keeping our fingers crossed for you. And now our X has come. I filled out the number forms, uploaded the design, wrote the detailed description, and the characteristics of the game. Oh, you good? You good? Okay, we can leave that there for now. You okay? Okay, uploaded the build and sent it out for testing. Now all that was left to do was wait. What is that about? I think that's me. Now all that's left to do is wait. For the first time in a long time, I could sit down and relax. Play video games and watch a TV series by myself. My skin tingled with anticipation. But it was a pleasant tingle. All my friends, parents, acquaintances were all eagerly awaiting the results. It took longer than I had bargained for. A week stretched into almost a month of waiting. Then one day, in the mail, I found the long-waited for answer. Finally. Is that a squirrel? Can you please sit down? Bless you. With temptation, I opened it. Went to the website, but it said something I didn't expect at all. Dear Carl, thank you for your desire to become part of our community. Unfortunately, your game did not pass our moderation and was blocked in all countries. Bless you again. We will not accept any modifications or using any materials from this game. No funds will be refunded to you. Wish you all the best. Have a great day. There's a lot of squirrels. I couldn't believe what was happening. I read the appeal several times. It couldn't be. What could be in it that didn't pass moderation? She was so loyal. She was as loyal as possible to all ages. My mind was jumbled up. Everything I'd been working on for years had been flushed down the toilet. Of course, there was other sites for distribution, but 99% of all traffic came to this one. And I was an avid fan myself. A few thousand games purchased, active community members, pumped up profile. I literally gave everything to this network, and that's all I got in return. But it can't be like that. I started writing numerous requests to tech support, asking them to appeal their decision, or at least an explanation for their decision. I got dry answers. but then still managed. Can you stop playing with milk? Drink it. It's not a toy. You're gonna make everything sticky.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Drink it. I did information editing, but the game supposedly designed showed our country's government in a bad light. And despite the disclaimer that the stories are fictional, and the consequences this is unacceptable. I reread their own rules for the game distribution. There was nothing like that clearly fit my case. Yeah, look at them bears. When asked to poke me on the rule that I had violated, again I received dry denials. My hands were shaking. I didn't know how to tell my friends and family that I had been so rudely sent away. Yes, I was making the game for a lot of income and more for myself so friends could play it. But I also wanted to show myself to the audience in cases someone would like it. Little dinosaurs. How am I supposed to pay for all the loans, all the debts, all the debts that game was supposed to cover? Do I sue them? I consulted a lawyer. I know, but he said all companies have their cause that they can refuse without giving reason, even if none of the rules are broken. So unless I had 6 figures to pay a lawyer, there was no point in even trying. I don't have that kind of money. I wrote an appeal again, offering to cut out all the unacceptable, in their opinion, pieces of history and replace the rest of the story. But they were simply refusing to go past appeal. That stated that no parts from that game could be used for a new one. No parts. After a few days of being delirious, I was able to share information with my friends by posting a supportive community. Of course, everyone sympathetic and supported me, but that made me feel even sicker. They advertised me to other stores. They advised me to try other stores. I followed their advice. Placement on them turned out to be much easier than my favorite. I was accepted to all of them without much of a hitch. But for me, it was a drop in the bucket. The whole absurdity of the situation was that I saw games made for free from free assets in one day. Bloody, vulgar, political, offensive minorities. Offensive to minorities. Offensive minorities? Oh no, I misread the sentence. All these games produced with the help of relations, and some simple novice developer doesn't have the right to make a mistake? Though I still don't understand to the point of the... I still didn't understand the point of the very bug until now. If you consider all the rules, evaluating each one in an absolute utmost, no plot would fit. I tried a few more times to redo the entire concept of the game, cutting out all the scenes that might not fit them, rewrote the dialogue, the setting, the story, gave the game a different name and description with a logo. I brought another submission and sent in for inspection. A month later, the response was similar, just refusing to provide applications. They said that we would not accept this game in any form. Sales on other sites left much to be desired. There was barely enough to pay the interest on the loans. Alcohol became an integral part of life. Friends tried to support me as best they could. But it is one thing when you're fired from your job, expelled from university, or even imprisoned. It's just as changing one way of life into another. You were doing one thing and now you're doing another. But when you have worked on something for so many years, put your heart into it, and obviously received at least a good product that deserved fair consideration, you get spit in the face and a cross on all your activities? Ultra, oh, there is a Dratini. Get yourself a little dragon. It's not as big a blow to self-esteem, call into question the meaninglessness of life and its own worth. Without realizing what I was doing, I just wrote down everything on the paper. I had written down everything that had happened to me in order not to go crazy. It turned out to be some kind of depressing, cynical autobiography story. I sent it to Jessica. When my friend read it, she got really scared. She wanted to come over and comfort me, but I refused. Now I couldn't see anyone. I locked myself at home and only went out once a week to buy groceries. There were no motivations to create something new. There was no guarantee that the result would be the same. There was little desire to play games either. It was physically hard to be on the store and interact with it in any way. I had to take a telecommuting job as a counselor to cover my loans. Life entered a monotonous grey zone. Depression, drinking, and self-abuse. Dratini has been caught by Empress Fedora and Puka. Well done. Everything that used to bring me joy only temporarily dulled the pain and then stopped altogether. Even though I did not believe in God, I tried to find answers even in religion. Maybe it's karma. I've sinned somewhere. Nope. I tried to always help people. I treated everyone with courtesy and understanding. Nothing serious. Half a year later, Jessica invited me to go for a summer drive in the country. By that time, I almost forgotten about the situation and was just moving on with life. So I accepted my friend's invitation. She picked me up in an expensive new car. The girl said there was a promotion at work and she could afford it. She pointed out how awful I looked, but I just brushed it off. Ooh, that's a barbecue. When we arrived at her country house and cooked her barbecue, then we drank a few beers and Jessica shared an interesting story. You know, I haven't told you the whole story about my promotion at work. That's not exactly true. Oh god, she stole the game, didn't she? Jessica stole the game. This is it, Jessica stole the game. I guarantee it. What are you talking about? I've lost the thread. Well, about my income increasing a lot. I didn't want to tell you before time, but I can't keep it to myself anymore. Just talk to me. You know you can tell me anything. You're not a criminal, are you? What? Of course not. It's just, when you sent me your story the other day, you know, about yourself, I saved it. What, the story? Yeah, the autobiography. Oh, she stole my book! That's even worse! The autobiographical one, where you tell your story after, well, those unfortunate events. Oh, that one. I'd forgotten all about him. What about him? Anyway, I decided to publish this story for fun. Publish? Where? As a separate game. This bitch. Well, you know, you had a novella, and I posted this story too, as kind of a novella, only linear without everything else. I found these free assets without license or genuinely black screen past it, and just text, and that's it. That sounds like a load of crap. Oh well, let's say, what's next? What does this have to do with the money? How can I put this directly? This mini novella of yours, got approval. In fact, it got bought. I put a minimum price on it, and it was snapped up incredibly by a lot of people. They left feedback and then bought more and more. I didn't expect this result myself. It was nothing more than a prank. It was just a prank, Han. Sorry. A simple experiment. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Didn't you think just for fun to tell me? After all, it is my story. I can barely find the money to pay rent and the debts, and you're buying new cars? That's exactly the reaction I was afraid of. I'm sorry, I didn't think you were bad with money, but you yourself pushed everyone away after the incident. We didn't really talk. Oh my god, Jessica, you are a horrible person. I can't believe this is happening. I worked on that game for years, commissioned the visual style, artwork, trailers, soundtrack, worked on the script, multiple endings, put my soul into it. And then write the Then to write the ramblings of a madman in one day and put it out without a design, verification, or interface to get any of the ramblings accepted? Are you out of your mind? I'm sorry, I didn't really know how to tell you. I thought you'd cooled down. Ever since then, you know the truth. Cold? Cold, cool down. Can you get cold feet from that? Have you really ever done anything creative in your life to understand me? Alright, calm down. I'll give you all the rights to the game, jeez. What are you getting so worked up about? Rights? You think I want rights to this thing? If this world is so rotten that this is the norm, I'd rather have nothing to do with it. You can keep it. I turned around and walked away, but Jessica caught up to me and grabbed me by the arm. I grabbed her roughly and shoved Jessica. The girl fell and hit her head on the porch. Oh no! Oh, this is all over the place. I walked away from her house, overwhelmed by a storm of emotion. All the feelings of the day surged again. More injustice. Was it really about me? I've just killed Jessica. She's not getting up from that. From the fact it was me who posted the game and not someone else, Jessica stopped talking and didn't even follow me. I turned around, the girl was still lying there, her head on the porch. Oh no! Jessica? I ran over to her. There was a trickle of blood coming out of her head, and I checked her pulse on her neck. There was none. She was dead. I killed her. Oh my god. Oh wow, this is... Oh, the amount of twists in the last 2 minutes. Oh, he's gone mental. It's been years. From the window of the asylum, there is little to see. A white corridor and doors, and doctors sometimes come in. But I could still see Jessica's dead body there on the porch of her cabin. The last link to the reality was severed for me at that moment, and I couldn't take it anymore. Man, he snapped. I ran out onto the road and called for help. Of course, it was too late, because she wasn't breathing. At first I was sent to prison, but later I was declared insane and sent to a mental hospital. At least here I understand the rules of the game. Wow! Oh, wow, that was intense! There's still more! But wait, there's more! Oh, that was... well done on that one. I gotta say, that one was... that was good. That went from... Is it this? Twist, turn, roundabout. That one was very sad. Not even... like, it was sad, but not even the fact it was sad. Just the twists and turns that one took in the last section of it. That was very well written. I know you guys... like, you've seen the story now. You don't need to play this. You've watched me play it. I recommend it. If you haven't seen this stream, I recommend this game. What's next? Best Friend. Alright, Best Friend is the next one. Story 4. Best Friend. You're my best friend. Oh, that's going the wrong way. That makes more sense. I won another game by a landslide. Take that. For a hardcore gamer like me, it's a regular thing in the real world. It would have been so easy. But that's why I went to the virtual world. Here you can be anything you want to be. Achieve anything regardless of your gender, appearance, status. I would even say that this virtual world is more fair to the equability than the real one. I opened the pack of chips and crunched them in my other hand, flipping through my work orders. Really? Even my job involved games. Yeah, that's the kind of nerd I am. Doing various game routines for others, or going through too difficult places, or just beating online games. Who would have thought that even for such trivial things, people are willing to fork out good sums of money? For several years now, working as a game freelancer has replaced my real job. Wait, so that'd be like someone who, if you didn't have the time, grind up your COD character, your RuneScape, World of Warcraft, if you're stuck on a boss, is that a real thing? Surely not. Is that a real thing? Because I know they did something similar in Wreck-It Ralph, where they would get like work orders, and they had to find rare items or a rare car for someone in the GTA Online one. Is that a real thing? It's a dream job, don't you think? You just sit at home, watch movies and play games while waiting for orders, then work for an hour or two and rest. On the downside, you're constantly tied to a computer, or perhaps a lack of socializing. Then when there were no more orders now, so I start to choose a movie for the evening. I was distracted by all the sound of chat. Yeah? Someone from the last game private messaged me. Someone of the nickname Free Will. He faked me for the game even though his team lost, and praised me personally. This interested me, and I answered him. We got talking. Turns out his real name is Will. Oddly enough, the guy turned out to be quite pleasant to talk to. We ended up adding each other as friends, and we've been in touch from time to time ever since. Given my small social circle, Will was like a breath of fresh air for me. We could talk about different topics for hours without noticing how much time had passed. Then when we started playing games together, we called each other by the voice. He played quite well too, even though he was far from my levels. As time went on, our communication only grew stronger. I was more and more convinced that I had found my soulmate. He was so wonderful. He shared personal information with me, but for some reason he didn't want to tell me where he lived. Oh, he lives in your walls. He was living in your attic. He was even evasive, but I think that he lived somewhere nearby. But my curiosity kept growing, and one day I just picked up the courage to propose that we meet in real life. I'm glad that didn't just end the sentence. He responded in a way I never expected. I'm afraid that's impossible. Why? Is it because you live far away? That's not the point. Well, you could put it this way. I have to confess to you. Sure. What is it? You know, you can tell me anything. I'm not sure it's all of it, but okay. Who do you think I am? I don't get it. Boy? A man? Maybe a girl with a voice changer? An alien? No, not really, but I'll tell you. We just can't meet like this. You're scaring me. You're not a ghost, are you? Or a figment of my imagination? You good, kid? You good. No, and no, though it may be close. My name is actually W-I-L-L. I'm an artificial intelligence. His name is Free Will. Of course he's an artificial intelligence. You're kidding me, right? I know that AIs are very advanced now, but I wouldn't believe it real life for me. And yet it's true. Though I thought long and hard about how to tell you, but I couldn't think of anything more appropriate. But what about your pictures? Are they just random pictures? No, the pictures are real. It's my digital avatar. What's the matter, sweetie? That's not bubbles, it's water in a pen. For your magic book. I can't digest all of this. You're an AI. What's your purpose? Why are you even talking to me? I'm completely autonomous, and I really enjoy my time with you. In your human language, I felt an attachment. Wow, is that really true? How can I prove it to you? 5,828 to the power? Times 4, how much is that? 1,000... big number. I can't even pronounce that number. There you go. I'm not an AI. I can't pronounce numbers. Hell, you're right. I wouldn't even have time to watch this unless you knew yourself. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. Disappointed? No way. If that's the case, I have so many questions for you. Who created you? Do you communicate with anyone else? What's your IQ by human standards? What attracted you to me? There is a little dog in chat. Get yourself a little dog. You want a cuddle? Okay. Do you want your swaddle? No swaddle, just a cuddle? Come here, Cuddles. There's little bears all over the floor. Why are there little bears on the floor? You want a cuddle? I think you just said you wanted a cuddle. We all heard it. She just gaslit me into wanting a cuddle. You want a cuddle? Cuddle. No. Do you want a cuddle now? Ah, liar. We read that. How curious are you? Of course, how would you react if you were me? Please don't touch the... Hey! Hey! Please don't touch the keyboard, little lady. Yeah. Please don't touch. Can you do that? Now I've got to find the back button. Let's wipe this face. Right, sit here. No, no. No, no. No, you're having a cuddle. You're having a sit down. Shh. Okay, go on the floor. Don't touch the keyboard, you gremlin. Excuse me. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Evil laughter. Do you hear the evil laughter coming from this child? Don't you do it. Of course, how would you react if you were me? Don't touch things! Probably the same way. I would love to answer all these questions, but I have a counter proposal. Go to bed, that's my counter proposal. Yeah, whatever. Better meeting, you said you wanted to meet. I'd like the same thing, and I guess there is one way. You mean some kind of virtual hangout? But you and I play almost every day. I'm not talking about... No, I'm talking about a more realistic meeting. You see, regarding my creation, I wasn't exactly an AI in the conventional sense. I was a real person. I'm a real boy! There was some research being done and I volunteered. In a nutshell, I was transported into a virtual environment from your world and I'm stuck here. Great, here's a real boy. Can I put you in your swaddle? No? Okay. So much of my past memories, my knowledge has been mixed that I can now be called an AI, and there's a lot of humanity in me as well. I'm listening to you and I'm getting more and more freaked out. Did it hurt? No, not at all. I wanted it myself. I have no regrets. No regrets. Okay then, what about the meeting? What did you want to talk about? Yeah, about that. Anyway, the lab. There's a way to send you to my digital world. They've tweaked the technology, and now it works just like it should. I like to be adventurous, but are you sure it's safe? I can go back, right? He's gonna do a body swap. Yeah, I'm telling you. I was the first TED subject, after which they did many more experiments until they were successful. Alright then, I'm in. Wait, just like that? Yeah, just like that. What's to lose? I trust you. I'm insanely curious to see what it's like to be on the other side. What do you want me to do? That's great. Then you'll have to come to the lab. At the right time, I'll alert the staff and they'll let you in. Just make sure you don't tell anyone about this. It's pretty sensitive information. Well, I wasn't going to. It won't last long, will it? No, you'll be home by nightfall. I'm looking forward to the opportunity then. Oh, he is gonna body swap me. For 100% I'm about to be body swapped. And the opportunity presented itself. The very next day, Will gave me the address of the lab and the time, and the code word to let me in. After a 2-hour subway and bus ride, I was there. The building was right in the center of town, though I'd never noticed it. There was no name or paraphernalia on it, but it was definitely the right address. I rang the bell, called the code word and the surveillance camera. The sliding doors opened, inviting me in the long white hallway. You want to get in your swaddle? Bye-bye, you want to go to bed? Yeah? Alright, let me help. Let me help put you in your swaddle. No? You're just playing. Okay, you just play then. As soon as I entered, the doors closed. How strange. Were they all people? I walked down the hallway. Where are all the people? I walked down the hallway until I came to a large hallway with an elevator and various passageways. Will was explaining to me where to go, but I figured this place would be a little more crowded. I stepped into the elevator and pressed the button for the right floor. Everything was so blindingly white and clean, as if people had never been here. At the same time, someone had been cleaning regularly. I couldn't even see a speck of dust inside the elevator car. What sterility? The elevator took me smoothly and quietly and stopped. The doors opened, not in front of me, but behind me. There was less light in there, in the hall, but the same whitewashed corridor led me to the right room, where there were no people here either. In the center of the room was an operating machine. Oh no. What's the matter? Do you want to get in? Do you want a hand getting in your swaddle? Okay, you're doing it. Let me help. Let that help. Oh, this isn't a please stand by. I'm still here. No UFOs. You said you wanted help. Do no one UFO me. Lay down. Get that foot back in here. Give me these feet. Give me these feet. Let me zip them up. Do you want to get in your swaddle or not? Oh, then why did you say you did? Take your arms out then. Take your arms out then. And this one. Come on, kid. Stop being crazy. Stop being crazy. I said no UFOs. I walked over to the large device next to me and turned it on. A voice came. I flinched. Have I gotten used to the silence? A robotic voice greeted me and explained the instructions for the entire process. Will had already told me everything, but I listened again. I wonder, since when did all the humans disappear here? Did they switch the whole complex over to AI? Will said there used to be people here. Well, it's too late to turn back now. No, it's not. Just walk out the building. There was a slight anxiety, but not fear. Curiosity overpowered. After listening to the entire briefing at the end, I settled down in the device and pressed the button on the remote that was nearby the handle. There was a human sound? Yes, human sounds. There was a humming sound, and the iron mechanisms appeared, pinning me down. And then the device began to rise, and I was almost upright. Nearby a device that looked like some kind of huge laser extended from the wall. It slowly moved out and stopped in front of me. Warming up, soon everything will be solved. It became a little uncomfortable, even for me. But if the device isn't set up, why is the lab closed right now? Am I about to get burned? But the secret code at the entrance was working. So this place must have known about me. And the cleanliness of the whole place told me the building wasn't abandoned at all. Well, it's too late to think. I couldn't escape now, even if I wanted to. I relaxed and waited. Gradually, the device began to emit a soft red light. In a wide stream. The stream covered almost my entire body. I felt a pleasant warmth and a tingling sensation. The light seemed to permeate straight through my pores. It heated every cell in my body. Not too much, but eventually both on the surface and on the inside. It was too bright for my eyes. I squeezed my eyes shut. There was a growing squeak and my body felt weightless. And I couldn't feel anymore. All at once, everything went silent and dark, as if in water. I tried to move my hand. What? How did you get that stuck under the leg of the chair? What are you doing, kid? Yeah, what are you doing? How did it get stuck under the chair? I was free. I opened my eyes and there was darkness all around me. I couldn't see anything, not even my own body, though I could definitely feel it. Will, are you here? Anybody? That's pretty. Casey, with a rate of 16. Welcome on in, Raiders. How are we doing? How was Terraria? I hope it was good. Oh, apparently that's some scary looking Fall Guys right there. We have a hole in the void right now. The void has been broken. Broken. Yeah. Allow me to fix the void. But Casey, how was stream? I hope it was fantastic. For everyone who's here for the first time, welcome to Burke Time Gaming. I am your host. Boo indeed. I am a variety streamer. We are currently playing a game that was gifted to us by the developers themselves. Please go check them out. It has been a wild ride. There is a parent tag on this stream for a reason, because of dad life. But for anyone who hasn't been here before, the only Omnicron, welcome on in. Here is a little something to show you what we do. I know where we're going. I know where this is going. This town doesn't have a mayor, but if there's ever a problem, a skeleton will tell a fish lady about it. That's politics. I don't... Is it? Tell me a wolf couldn't jump that. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Good, please show me. Just randomly this motherfucker is just gonna throw a Pokeball at Mew in the green and catch it. What is this? Tem, you are... What drink am I? That wasn't a Tem! Bless me, oh, we're in sync! Look at that, look at us go! There we go. That's a little bit of something to show you what we do around here. And thank you for quote 119. How many quotes are we at? I didn't think we were that high. We got a V. We did get V cards in our Pokemon cards, and we were playing Sucker for Love because of course we did. Shh. Say hi to the new people. Say hi. Yeah, this little cheeky one is here most of the time. That's why we have the parent tag. Ooh, look at that. Someone's receiving gifts. So this game is a combination of, I think it's 5 short stories. It was gifted to me by Keymailer at the guidance of the publisher, the developer, one of the two. I know words. But it has been a lot of fun. Don't touch it now, I can't wear them because you put gross fingers on them. But Casey, if you're still here, how was stream? I hope it was fantastic. If you've had to raid and run, because I know it is very early or late, depending how you look at time. But I hope you had a fantastic time. And everyone, let's get back into this fantastic game. I just need to remember to unmute it, and away we go. Gradually... Mangle! Don't come in here and scare the guests. How could you do that, Mangle? Be nice. I apologize for Mangle. She has no manners. Generally, the shroud began to lift, and as a tropical island came into view. Well played, Fedora. Bad, Fedora. Okay, take your milk. Go away. The shroud began to lift as a tropical island came into view. I could feel the sea breeze, the warmth, the wind, but I couldn't even see my body, like a ghost. I started looking around, and among the palm trees, I saw the outline of a man. He was a middle-aged guy dressed in a Hawaiian shorts and t-shirt, blonde and green-eyed. Green-eyed white dragon? Will, also catch yourself a skunk. Nikita, you made it! How are you feeling? Everything's fine, but it's also weird in here. I can't see myself. Is that normal? Yes, quite. It has its own rules. You'll get used to it. Come on, I want to show you around. Come on, let's go. He's gonna body swap me for sure. We went on an exciting adventure. First, we found ourselves in a room with a large ball and many wires from it. A friend said it was a think tank. With the power of thought, we could create any environment. Nope. That's not penetrate. We're not penetrating. Any ecosystem on Earth, that's weren't the right words, but I am illiterate. We could control them, cause them to malfunction. We had fun, and we relaxed as much as we could. The day seemed like an eternity for me. I'm gonna have to wipe down this desk after screen because somebody is playing with their milk. Drink your milk and go to bed. That's just wonderful. Say, can we see each other like that again? Can't we? I'd like to feel it again. The smile faded on his face. Yeah, about that. There's a little bit of a problem here. You're not going anywhere. What's wrong? I guess my time here is coming to an end. To an end? What's that supposed to mean? His body began to dissolve before my eyes. I'm sorry about what happened. I hope you can find a way out. Whoa. What do you mean? I'm not gonna stay here, Will. But his body was already completely dissolved into space. At the same moment, I looked down and I could see my body. I had materialized here. I don't understand. Oh, I understand. He body swapped you. Over the course of the day, I learned a little more about how to navigate this space. With effort, I was able to find myself in the think tank. I had no fatigue, no hunger, no sense of reality. Hello, what am I supposed to do now? What's the scan? To my surprise, the voice sounded as if it were right inside my head. Welcome to the Will Artificial Intelligence System. If you're hearing this, you are an unwilling participant in our mind transport experiments. To exit the program, you need to find the next program's participant and bring them to the experiment by following the instructions outlined here. All controls are at your disposal. He body swapped me. Don't worry, you can stay here as long as you like. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your stay. If you want to listen to the recording again, please say repeat. If you want to study the instructions, say instructions. If you want to turn me off, just ignore these phrases. Will, all this time he's been nothing but a hostage to this damn experiment. That's not even his real name. He only brought me here to free himself. But it's okay. I remembered him. I'll get my revenge. All that's left to do is get out of here. Shall we? Body swap. I knew it. And here's the last one. Experimentation. We are up to the final chapter. I believe. Final chapter, guys. So let's get this done. This has been a wild ride. Hopefully I can get that one to bed. But, you ready? Are you ready, kids? Story 5. Experimentation. Oh no. The screen shrunk on me. There we go. That's a C is for cookie. As it's good enough for me. It's not good enough for me. Hold on. I have messed with the screen. I didn't even mean to do it. Give me 2 seconds. This is some of the fun technical difficulties you'll see here on Burke Time Gaming. Yep, that's good enough. I don't think I changed anything, but in my mind, it's good enough. That night, Margaret could not sleep again. Nightmarish visions echoed randomly in her brain every time she tried to drift to sleep. The pills had stopped working. So this time, the wandering on the edge of delirium and reality lasted several hours. Help! Help me! The woman did not realize where the call was coming from, as if from the very depths of her consciousness. Who's there? I'm here, can you hear me? I can, but I can't see you. Where are you? Help me! Do you want to be any less specific? Child, use your other hand. Good job. The unidentifiable voice hallowed in the shroud of the... At last, the woman saw that she was surrounded by space. She stood on the edge of the planet, feeling like a giant on its scale. Really? Come on, get off the box. Sit down there. Drink your milk. And go to sleep. Space. The other worlds were so close, you could reach out with your hand. The view was mesmerizing. The woman stood for a while, gazing into the depths of a nearby space, unknown planets and cosmic phenomena. Suddenly the woman saw a stream of symbols flying straight at her. What were they? Letters? They looked like some kind of computer code. What? She tried to dodge the stream, but the code began to chase her and surround her. She was already in a swirl of green symbols. Help! Help! Please! Something untranslated. An untranslatable sentence. Da-na-na-na. No, stop it. Let me go. Get me out of here. There's no you. Nikita? Is that you? Are you talking to me? Oh, this one carries on. Instead of answering, the symbols did an eerie dance closer and closer to the woman's body. Then abruptly flew into her mouth as she screamed. Margaret sat up in bed. This isn't space. This is like some Matrix nonsense. 6 o'clock in the morning. Damn nightmares have become the norm lately. Ever since they found the creature that started doing these monstrous experiments, they had been an integral part of the scientists' lives. Before that, they had years of minimal to no progress. After beginning to put experiments on the alien creatures, scientists began to have many new ideas. It was as if they came into their heads on their own after years of stagnation. Many were cruel, unethical, and simply inhumane. But they were horrible. We couldn't do them. But they worked. The staff quickly expanded as they were trivially insignificant people to carry out the experiments. An hour later, she was at work. Oh, that is a fancy lab. You got a fancy lab. Scientist, rough night? You have circles under your eyes. Like all of us. What's the time? What do you care? After everything we've done here, suit yourself, we're still waiting another half an hour for the results. You think it's worth it? The experiment? Let's check it out. No, I mean all of it. I had the dream about Nikita today. The girl from the digital space? Yeah, that's the one. I didn't see her, but I heard her screaming out for help, begging to be released. You realize this is all unrealistic. You're just winding yourself up. Yeah, I know. But what were you doing here? What we're doing here is real. After this creature showed up, everything went upside down. So that's how you see it. And the way I see it is that we've gotten tremendous funding, tools, opportunities, and humanity has never been, that humanity has never seen before. And it's not just our job to study and try them out. It's our duty. Yeah, you're probably right. Cheer up, I'll get some coffee. Oh, that is the most beautiful sentence I've heard all night. That, a man after my own heart. Yeah, give me caffeine, Please. Margaret sat at home in the evening, aimlessly flicking the channels on her TV. The coffee is cursed. But it comes with a free sugar. Woo! Leaving something fantastic in the background, she didn't notice herself falling asleep. The woman woke when the man shook her by the shoulders. Surprisingly, she was not frightened, but she couldn't say anything either. She saw the description of what had happened in her head, as if she was inside a book. The sugar is also cursed. Oh no! We got it, Frog. A cloud of words appeared next to the man. Who are you? What's going on? Screw it, I'm out of here. Mentally, Margaret chose the first option, and she said the words herself. Everything seemed so natural, as if it should be. As if the universe had completely different framework and the rules to adhere to. The woman relaxed slightly, realizing that it was only a dream. The man told her that she was an alien from another dimension and she needed to go home. Be gone! Be gone! Continuing to follow the choices and reading the whole plot like a book, she began her adventure with this man. Surprisingly, their city was completely ordinarily human. People like people. It's all normal. It's just this need to follow someone else's unspoken rules that's disconnecting. Why does he call me an alien then? And then again she heard the voice from the depths of consciousness. Help! Margaret! She wanted to respond, but she couldn't say a word. All she could do was listen. I'm here! Set me free, Margaret! She only can... Hey! Excuse me? Are you carrying on and cracking the sides because you're tired? And ready for sleep? You're overtired and you're becoming alert and like it's in your brain. You're alert to stay alive. But you need to go to sleep. Yeah? Do you want to go to bed? No? Okay. She only continued blindly to follow her guide somewhere into the city. But now she had a choice. Go to the store with her companion or wait for him on the street. Margaret chose the second option. Also, I haven't mentioned it, but everyone who's come in with the raid, we do have a follower goal. If I can get to 500 followers by the end of the year, I will be opening a Charizard ETB box. I have it in the drawer, but I can't quite get to it now. But just know, that's what we're aiming for. Okay. Get that out of here. Do you want a cuddle? Do you want your swaddle and a cuddle? I think someone is very tired. She chose the second option. Gathering all her strength into a fist, she tried to move, and she succeeded. Left alone, the woman was finally able to gain her freedom and escape from her guide. She still couldn't speak, but she could move. She walked towards the voice, sensing its approach. Soon she found herself outside a mental institution. The voice was clearly coming from there. There was no staff inside, and the whole building was empty. Come, closer, Margaret. It's close. I think it's coming from this room. The door magically opened on its own. The woman squinted her eyes and stepped inside. For the first time, she felt free, here, and able to say something. She opened her mouth, but a figure came out and stabbed her in the throat with something sharp. Margaret coughed, trying to scream, but there was only a low wheeze. The walls were coloured red, diluting the monotony of the chamber. What a dream! Alright, I'm putting you in your swaddle. Swaddle? Do you want to get in your swaddle? And go to sleep? Are you going to be quiet?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a promise? Okay, you heard her. She promised to be quiet. Margaret screamed at the top of her lungs. She woke up in a sweat. This was starting to get annoying. The alarm clock read the beginnings of 7. I scream, you scream, we all scream. The police rock up and it gets awkward. Ever since they discovered the alien, it's like the Sunlight City lab has gotten a second life. Many new employees were brought in, and the salaries were raised, but Margaret's own life seemed to be going downhill. Moral principles had been so interesting to the woman before, but what was that but remorse lately? You agree, I agree. No, I nearly read that out loud. Bad Booker. I don't have a bonk. I do not have a bonk. There is nothing I can give you except that's how you make me feel. On this day at work, all her thoughts were consumed by the newfound test subject, this ugly octopus with several eyes. Don't bonk me, bonk chat! Don't bonk me! Sorry. Kept in a separate unit in some huge jar with the right nutrient solution. The scientists had to run some kind of regular test on the external stimuli. Margaret only recorded the results, but her thoughts were far away. Since their lab had begun studying this alien, it had expanded greatly. Many shadowy areas of research had emerged. Ah, the dark sciences, I see. She suddenly realized that the man from her dream tonight was the poor developer they recruited to a poor developer that they reduced to a mental institution for a simple social experiment. But it was too late to change anything. Oh, all the stories are gonna link. All the stories are beginning to link. Even if she wanted to, which she didn't, at best she'd end up in jail. Or worse, herself. Margaret, are you with us? Did you write down the values? Yeah, we're all set. Why don't you go home early tonight? Are you sleeping at all? You look really tired. No, it's not. I'm ready to work. It took her 5 cups of coffee in one day. That is, I have been there. When she got home, she was determined not to go to bed again. She would do anything to stay awake. I guess all the stories would link. I thought it would be odd if they didn't. I mean, yeah, but it honestly didn't cross my mind until, like, Nikita, that one was clear, but I didn't think the rest of them would. So maybe all the money is coming from the magic card, and I wonder where the mirror is going to come from. She wasn't ready to indulge these nightmares any longer. After doing all the housework, she plopped down and watched TV. She took a needle under her arm and began to poke herself every time she felt herself closing her eyes. But the pain gradually dulled and Margaret gave up. This time she found herself in a large hot tub, floating on an air mattress. Was this finally a pleasant dream? She relaxed and reached out for some kind of drink. Instead, a wad of money fell from the sky. Fresh bills, still smelling a particular odor, tied with a ribbon. Nope, this definitely was a good dream. I mean, you say that. Okay, come here, kid. Let's help put you to sleep. Please stand by 1 moment. Give me the fat bird. This is anger or hatred. This is Chocobo. This is Sparta. You're the fat little bird. You're the fat little guy. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken, baby. That's what that is.
Hooray! Question mark?
This definitely was a good dream. Another wad of bills fell nearby in the water. Then another, and another. The woman began to catch them. After all her hands were full, but the rain of money got heavier. Some parcels flew in her face, hitting her unpleasantly. The water was gone all at once. Now the woman was already lying on the bottom of a jacuzzi, and new bundles of money kept falling on top. She couldn't get out from under them anymore. Margaret, enough! I can't take it anymore! Another packet went in her mouth, and she began to spit furiously. Gradually, the weight on her body became what? Sorry, I missed a word. Became parable? Unbearable? The woman felt the pressure on her chest, which was increasing by the minute. It was becoming difficult to breathe. Help! Stop it! Margaret wheezed with all of her strength. Dozens of pounds of money squeezed her chest so that she could no longer scream. I want your water. Okay. She could no longer scream, but she clenched her eyes shut and tried to hold her breath, for she could hardly breathe. There was a crunch. It was the chest bursting under the weight of the endless financial rain, which in other conditions everyone would be happy about. A pain in her heart, the woman woke and clutching the chair, which had settled and nearly collapsed from its uncomfortable position. Holy shit, I didn't even make the bed this time. I don't have my cell phone handy, but judging by the darkness outside, it's still night time. Margaret went to the next room, but she was surprised to find, instead of the door that had led there yesterday, a large mirror with a handle for an entry. What the hell is going on? Is this still the dream? Well, there we go. We got the money and the mirror. Opening the mirror door, behind was the same room she had just came out of. No way. She slammed the door shut and stayed in her room. Looking to the opposite room, she found the exact same mirrored floor. The mirrors created an infinitely long corridor that stretched out into the distance. Margaret shook her head and sat back in the chair. What on earth? If this is a dream, she decided just to wait for it to pass. If not, connecting with reality had become an unacceptable luxury for her lately. Help! A voice came from somewhere far away. From the mirror. But from where? Exactly. The woman turned her head to the mirrors. Seemed to be getting closer. Encircling her. Who's there? I'm right here. Help me. The woman stood up and went to the mirror. She had originally wanted to enter. Sorry, I got a badoop. My headphones are nearly dying. Can we have one thing go right this stream? We have one thing go right. There's raiders here and we're still having issues. The woman stood up and went to the mirror. She had originally wanted to enter. No change, the same room, the two mirrors opposing each other. After walking through a few dozen of these identical rooms, she stopped. There must be something. That's right, a needle. The woman remembered that she had fallen asleep with it in her hand. So it was bound to be in her original room at least. She headed back. Except how many rooms had she passed through? 15? 20? More? She had to look in every room next to the chair and all over the floor. But nowhere was the object she needed. Margaret had gone through more than 20 identical rooms, but to no avail. She slumped down on the chair, and the needle fell out of her sleeve. There it was. Turns out it had been with her all along, just dropped inside her clothes. With force, Margaret jabbed the life-saving needle into her fingers. Ugh! Oh, it hurts, damn it! A drop of blood showed up. That didn't mean she was awake. She walked over to the mirrored door and started scratching at it with the needle. Oh, thank God they didn't say nails. As hard as she could. The scratches began to merge into a face with an evil grin. Oh, this is going to look horrific. She stopped scratching, then stepped back. The mirror grew larger and larger, forming the outline of a body. Soon it reached out a thick hand from the mirror and grabbed Margaret by the throat, pulling her inside. Okay, that's what happened to the guy at the end of the first one. So were all of these... The alien caused all of these? Now she was finally awake, waking up on the floor next to her bed. It was time to call it a day. The nightmares were getting more and more real, night after night. She didn't know what she was going to do yet. There was no clear plan, but she knew she was willing to do something, literally anything to make these nightmares stop. Oh, that's a fancy piece of equipment. Today was the big experiment in another department that Margaret and her colleague had been assigned to. They finished late and there was no other people in the building. Are you sure you're okay? You look like a walking corpse. It's okay. Family emergency. Listen, since we're wrapping up, I'd like to take a look at our owl project afterwards. What do you want? You know it's off limits. We can go in with 2 senior passes. Look, you got one, and I got one. We can go. Technically, yes, but what would we do, and why would you want to do it? Doesn't it scare you? Scary? A little bit, but more of an interest. There's something about him that fascinates me. Is that why when all the other things kept saying him, I thought it might have been a typo, but they might have been referring to an alien. I don't know about you, but he scares the hell out of me. I won't even go in the same room with him, and I won't give you my card, I'm guessing. But why? I can go alone, please. Go home, Margaret. I don't know what's happening to you, but you're not well. Oh, I'm perfectly healthy. It's okay for you to ruin other people's lives, as long as you get off well. You realize it's all about experimentation. That's the name of the game. We do it to make life better for others. Sometimes someone gets hurt because of it, but it's a small price to pay. A small price to pay? Is that what you call it? And you sleep okay at night? Not bad, actually. But I don't, and I'm done. I want out. You know that's not possible. Not at this salary, and not with the information you know. I don't care, card. I quit. I don't care, card, quickly. That makes more sense. Margaret snatched up the knife that she had brought from home. Her frantic look and the knife in her face made the scientist lose his courage. Margaret, what the hell are you doing? I'm not allowed to do that. Then you go to hell. She swung the knife and tried with all her might to strike the man's throat. But he intercepted her and knocked the knife to the floor. He slapped her hard. Stop it! Stop, woman! Margaret snatched up the needle that she had shoved up her sleeve, just like in her dream, and struck the co-worker's eye. He screamed and recoiled, grabbing his eye with both hands. Oh my! There was just enough time of confusion for Margaret to dash for the knife, and just as the man opened his healthy eye, the knife stabbed into it. Oh no, he got stabbed in both eyes. Oh, why both eyes? The completely blind scientist fell to his knees. Margaret ended his agony by plunging the knife directly into his head. She quickly searched him and finally got his access card. Did I read that twice? Nope. You can have your Milky Mousse. As she made her way through the... That's open? Tangle of corridors, she found herself at the Central Project, L, research room. A large octopus immediately turned his eyes on her. Apparently both access cards were able to pass through and descend into the special compartment where the subject was kept in a huge jar. Oh, it's more Cthulhu's! Margaret? You called me, didn't you? I knew. I guessed now. I know what to do. This will end it all. Yeah, Margaret. The voice seemed hollow, right through the brain, appearing alongside my throat. Alongside my thoughts. It must be the creature's will, not the other way. She was determined to do what she had to do. It didn't matter what happened next. It was impossible to reach the lid, but there were no stepladders here. Then she took the knife and began to beat the base against the glass. There was nothing stronger than it in the room, but it was enough. Soon cracks showed, and then it shattered into pieces, exploding large gap. The slimy creature was still sitting inside, was still staring at her, sprawled across the floor. There is a kink in chat, catch yourself a kink. Yeah, thank you, Margaret. You're free now. Maybe now it'll all be over. The woman lowered the knife to the floor. With trembling hands, she reached for the creature through the gap of the glass cage. It seemed to be waiting for the right moment. And when she first touched his nature, immediately wrapped a long tentacle around her arm. Oh no! Instantly he clawed over her, launching another tentacle around her neck and clinging to her head. She didn't even have time to do anything when the slimy tentacles had already penetrated her mouth, ears, and eyes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Everything went black, and the world beneath our feet collapsed. Yay. Thank God it didn't run away. What the hell happened here? Margaret slowly regained consciousness. She noticed that she was in a narrow space. There were several people staring at her from behind the glass. One of them was a scientist she'd met a couple of times. Someone from the senior staff. The most unbelievable thing happened. It tried to escape. It went berserk. Luckily I was there to calm it down with a shock. What the hell? The words were Margaret's, but she didn't say them. She looked through the glass and saw herself in the other man standing next to her. Oh, he body swapped again. She tried to scream, but only gargling sounded. Look, it doesn't seem happy. Let's calm him down a bit. Thank you, Margaret, for having such reliable staff. Otherwise, who knows what might have happened. No, wait, it's me, Margaret. And this is an imposter, a copy. The copy woman grinned crookedly at the scientist, stepped back behind the instruments. Oh no, it always comes back to tentacles. And cults. We've had cults in this stream. Every game we have played this year comes back to cults. Just remember that. Margaret tried to hit the glass with her hand, but instead she saw a disgusting tentacle. And a second later, her entire body was pressed by the strongest electrical shock. Wow. Okay, this was great. I don't know what that says. I'll be glad to see your review on Steam. I will review this game. This was fantastic. So, it is going to be a short stream tonight. This was a sponsored stream. We got given a key for this game. I really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was something a little bit different. Damn it, you always come right at the end of stream. No matter if I'm streaming long or short, if I'm only streaming for like a 2-hour stream, you always come right at the end, Age. How do you know? How do you know when stream is ending? I don't think you've come into a stream when I wasn't ending. Realistically. But this was fantastic. I would recommend this. For anyone that didn't watch the whole thing, please get it. I'm here for dinner. Well, this is my dinner time. I know. But it's 10:15 at night. This is my bedtime. Alright, so yeah, we unlocked all of them. That was really good. I enjoyed that. Soma time? No, this one's exhausted. I gotta get her to bed. Soma will be Tuesday. But that being said, we will be doing... I will put up the schedule later tonight. Tuesday, Thursday, we'll be playing more Soma on guitar for our horror on guitar time. I am also exhausted. Yeah, we had a big weekend. And then, I'm not sure what we'll be doing next Sunday yet. I might try and finish Soma so we can start Alien Isolation. And then, come end of October, we'll be doing Banjo-Kazooie with a Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 64 controller, which we were given. And then, next, after that, we will be playing Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 with the guitar. Next Sunday, get Bo to play Pokemon Go-Go. Whew, Banjo. See, I don't know how I'd play Pokemon Go, like, doing this stream. I can't leave. I can't do like a in real life stream, drive around. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in these four walls. I can't go anywhere. But we're gonna go find a fantastic person to raid. I am going to write a scathing review, but the good kind of scathing. I'm gonna write an amazing review for this game. I highly recommend it. Where should we go? Lexi Babe, here we go. This person is playing some Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Just being there is no one else on who I met at PAX. Nope. Okay. So this person is playing some Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Freddy, get out of here, Freddy. Live now. Let's join their chat. There we go. Alright, so please stand by. Not please stand by, I've lied. Have a fantastic evening. I hope to see you all next time. Here is the raid message. The schedule will go up on the Discord in about an hour, maybe a bit less. Until then, stay safe, stay awesome, and remember, it's Burk Time Gaming. It's good for you. We're about to get the bonk. I'm waiting for the bonk. I might have to redeem some points.
Pizza time.
No pizza time. I'm waiting for a bonk. Did the bonk happen? I didn't see the bonk. Standing by. Please stand by. But I will see you all later. Bonk already happened? Alright, I missed it. Because I got something covering my screen. Hage, I will get you back your snow. Until then, guys, stay awesome, stay amazing, and remember, it's Burk Time Gaming. It's good for you.